Ooh. All right, everybody. Welcome to the Live a Little podcast. My name's Riley Wrinkle. I'm, of course, here with Presley the Walker, and we have a guest today, special guest, guitarist of the band Apartment 72, correct?
75, you
75.
fucking idiot.
God damn it.
Wow.
Yeah, this is why he doesn't do the intro.
Got to retake it. No, but this is Gavyn Price, lead guitarist. I fucked up his band name, but I listened to his music on the way here, and they're a great kind of pop rock band. They got something really good going, and so we're going to talk to them today.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We actually went to high school with Gavin. Probably should have mentioned that.
Yeah.
I'm going to plug his shit but more than I talk about he's our friend.
Well, we got plenty of time to plug shit.
Gavin went with us to high school as well, of course. I'm the baby of us three. Them two are the same grade.
Little child over here.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I know Presley.
7th grade?
What junior high did you go to?
We both went to Hall.
You went to Hall too?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember much of junior high, to be
I don't
honest. That was a
remember
while
much of
ago,
anything before the year 2023, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't even really remember last month, but, like...
It's like
Felt
the...
that.
And mine's not even, like, drug-related or anything. I'm just a fucking idiot.
Oh, yeah, I'm this idiot too.
Yeah. Nothing
Yeah,
to do
that's
with drugs.
totally me as well.
Yeah.
Well, we know you're an idiot.
Okay. Hey, now. I did... Look, just because I messed up the name at first doesn't mean I'm that dumb. I'm going to be haunted by that, just so you know that I fucked that
okay.
up.
It's
What?
okay.
So, speaking of the name, where did that Apartment 75, like, originate from for y'all's band?
So actually, we originally wanted to call ourselves A Sad Day in the Cosmos.
Oh.
Don't remember who
That's
came
a
up with that.
fucking mouthful.
Yeah,
That's probably
exactly
why
what I
you
said.
didn't
I was
get-
like, can we not do that, please? And then Johnny, the other guitarist, his ex-girlfriend at the time had walked in, and she was like, well, we're at Apartment 75. Why don't I just name it Apartment 75? Honestly, we just looked around. We were just kind of like,
Yeah.
fuck it, it's a start, And then we just stuck with it.
That's a
Didn't
bigger
really-
name, honestly.
Yeah.
I fuck with it heavy, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's short, simple.
Yeah, and we just spell it out like APT 75
Yeah.
too,
Right.
so it's not like
It looks clean.
long ass.
Does
name,
look clean. Yeah.
It's crazy. I noticed you were verified on Instagram now.
Oh yeah, I pay for
I was about to say.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's like
So like
$12 a month.
I pay for it on Twitter or X, whatever
That's
you call it.
what's up.
But it's not for like clout or anything. I just like
No,
I mean,
yeah, I did.
you
I
have
just
a
like the fucking
channel.
features. The features are pretty fucking sick.
Exactly.
No, it's not
That's
even
one of the
like the
reasons.
channel account. It's my personal
Oh,
account.
really?
But like you can do more stuff. Like
I didn't know that.
they make it worth it on Twitter. I don't know what they do on Instagram. I didn't
I
know
mean,
that was a
they
thing.
do give you some stuff like, well, really the main stuff is just that nobody else can like use your name and stuff like that in their account. And I know I'm not like famous or anything, but I do want to like grow my social
It
medias and
helps.
stuff. Like that's a big thing that I want to do, and so I think that that'll
Right.
be a better way to
No, I swear the check is
Make my name
like on
seen.
Twitter. If you have a check, it's like at first it was like, oh, you pay for fucking Twitter, you loser. But then it became like, wow, that's actually like it's actually worth it,
Yeah.
and your shit like pops off like way easier. Like I send out
Oh,
dumb
right.
tweets now and like my 200 followers, but they'll get like 2,000-3,000 views out of nowhere.
Oh, damn.
I don't even know what the
Yeah.
fuck I'm doing.
Well, there you go. I didn't realize it had so much effect.
Yeah, Elon, pay me. I'm a creator now.
Yeah, I don't know if it had like any effect because of getting the verification or whatever, but I actually made or posted a reel like on Instagram not that long after I got it done. It was like a week or 2 weeks after or whatever, but it hit like 4,000 views on it or something like that.
Bro, it's actually crazy. Instagram's the only one I've ever paid to do like paid ads or whatever, like
Yeah.
where it'll pop up on random people's feeds. But
I'll
it
do
like
that.
it fucking works. Like
No,
it's
yeah,
and it's
'cause
like
it does it.
it's you can literally pay $1. Like they
Oh, yeah.
basically say, make your own price.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, because then
fucking sick.
it gives you a duration of like how long it'll
How
show
long it'll
it.
show
Yeah.
it, how many people it'll show it to. So if you're like,
Right.
I just want to post this, get it out to like twice the people that follow me, and
Because that
Not pay
in itself
anything,
will help with
basically.
organic traction too.
yeah. So
Right.
like, I mean, as long as people are liking it, yeah.
All right.
That's what we do with like our band account, like especially if we have shows or something or new songs coming out. We'll, like either make a story to put out there and like promote it, or something like that, or promote a post or something like that for like 5-6 days.
It does fucking expose you though. It says paid ad everywhere. Like it's like just letting you know these motherfuckers.
Don't get it
paid
twisted.
for
We
this.
don't like him like that.
Yeah, they ain't got clout, but they pay for it. So yeah, I guess.
So we pretend.
It's actually funny though because like I DM'd you on Twitter and you were like, yeah, I'm actually coming to town. So are you living in Cali? Like
Yeah,
full
I
time
live
right
in
now?
Huntington Beach, California. Yeah.
Is that badass?
It's cool. The beach is cool for sure. California, not it, bro.
Ooh.
But like it just happened that
Yeah.
I literally DM'd you like 2 days before you came back into town.
Yeah, it was
Great
actually
timing.
like 2, maybe 3 days before.
Yeah, like it just
Pretty good timing.
happened to happen. But so like, are y'all all living out there?
No, I'm actually the only one. I mean, my family lives out there, but I'm the only one from the band that lives out there.
So how the fuck does that work?
Yeah, so really, it kind of sucks right now, honest to God, because I miss out on a lot of studio time, stuff like that, and creating songs, or just being around for the shit that's going on for it. But I'll come down for like bigger shows where we need like a full band, because we can play most of the stuff that I play. You just play in a backing track, honest to God, but playing it live just adds more like of a full
Right.
effect to it. Because you play it in the backing track, it's the same thing every time. You can't change how hard you're playing, stuff like that, especially if you're going into a harder part of a show. So I'll come down for like some of the bigger shows. We've been doing these things called 75 nights, like once a month, I think is what it's been so far. But it's just a thing out in Springtown where they'll go out like just to get some live performance time in front of a live audience. It's not a big turnout. It's like 15, 20 people, something like that.
Oh, it's in
But
Springtown. So
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, exactly. You get
Yeah.
get what you get for there. Yeah,
Hey,
But
anything counts though.
exactly. And they'll invite they just make a post and they'll invite anybody to come out and play. Just to give people experience.
so
being
they're
on
like
stage,
renting out a
stuff like
bar or
that.
something?
So it's a pavilion, actually. It's outside. So that's
Oh.
one thing, too. It's been pretty hot. So I think that as it gets cooler,
Right.
maybe they'll get a better turnout if they can get, like, heaters out there or something. But
I mean, I hate to like expose myself. I think I listened to like y'all's first song y'all put out, but then I haven't seen anything about it since. So I just
Yeah.
like haven't kept up with it.
Well-
What kind of like genre are you? I mean, I'm assuming it's more like a little bit light rock
yeah, it's
from
like
what I got.
pop rock, honest to God.
Yeah.
But I think we're trying to move a little more towards punk rock. We got some new stuff coming out that's going to be
Y'all got some sweater
more
weather
leaning on
music?
that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were talking about that
It's
on the way
pretty
here.
vibey.
Yeah.
But, and a little, like, heavier stuff, too, as well. So.
That'd be awesome to hear. I heard some of their like the like biggest ones they got. They had Back to LA and then 444.
Yeah. Back to LA's at 15,000
Yeah.
streams right now on
I think
Spotify.
that's the one I listened to.
Yeah,
Probably,
probably.
yeah.
That was the biggest one. That was the first one that we put out.
Yeah, that was definitely that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Then we had 444. It's been out for like honestly a while now, but it was just below 1,000 plays. We weren't catching it on anything, and I think we just started getting put on like more playlists as we put out more songs as well. But in the last like week and a half, it's jumped up like over 2,000 plays.
Oh, that's good shit.
Yeah, it's almost to 3,500.
You know, and they sound really, really good too. Like,
Could definitely be.
Y'all
pretty-
opened for Morning Buzz once, right?
Yeah, they opened. So unfortunately, I wasn't there for that show, and we didn't have a drummer at that show either. It was just Johnny and Cooper down, our singer and one of our guitarists. And I mean, I guess it went good. I don't know. I didn't get to see the show, but I mean, everybody was like chanting for them at the end.
was that one we were at?
No.
I don't remember that.
But I know that they did open.
Yeah,
for
I'm
them.
obviously,
I think it was
like-
at Tulips.
Pretty tight with them, but my schedule's been so hectic, like I can't get out to these shows and shit.
Yeah.
But
Me
I
too.
that was actually one that I was gonna try to get to, and then something came up. Like
That's fair.
basically, I couldn't fucking get out of working. And
Yeah.
So-
Morning Buzz is actually playing a show Friday the 13th as well this Friday.
I did know
Fuck.
I
that.
think they're
Yeah.
playing the
Yeah.
emo night in like
I
Dallas
think-
or something like that.
Oh shit! It is
emo
Friday the
night.
13th.
I can understand if y'all are busy.
I'm getting a
I know y'all
tattoo
are
for
homies.
sure.
But yeah,
Fuck, emo night.
Well,
Why'd
no.
you have to tell me that?
right. I
Emo
know that's the
night's
only thing that
so
really
good.
sucks about having our show this weekend too. There's so many,
Oh, it's been forever.
so
since I've
many
done an
different
emo
shows
night.
playing
Well,
Friday the 13th.
Here's
so.
the thing: is that with their fucking shit, like Riley, you've been to the show, so you'll know what I'm saying. Like, have you ever been to one of their shows?
I haven't.
Oh my fucking god, dude! They're like, yeah, we go on at 10, and then it's fucking 2 in the morning, and they're just getting on stage. So like, I guarantee you, if
Not
you're not
punctual.
opening,
Oh yeah,
can,
we open actually. We're like the
yeah,
first.
we could literally
person to play, I
like
think.
Hit
go
both.
to your show,
Yeah,
and
hit
then
both for sure.
yeah, like it would
'Cause
be so
honestly,
fucking easy.
I might look up actually what time it is because if I have time, I really might go catch
Well,
the show.
do you
because I've
remember
never got to
where
see
it is
those.
either? Where also?
It's super easy
I don't remember,
to find
yeah.
it because I follow them on
Yeah,
Instagram and I saw something about it.
Well, I'm just like, if
But I
it's
didn't
in
even
Fort
think
Worth or Dallas. Or,
You just
I want to
like
say it was Dallas.
yeah, because the last emo night I went to was in Dallas. That's a far drive.
that's not a far drive, you fucking
It's
pussy.
an hour long. I don't.
From here, from your place, it's only like
On certain points, there's still 45 minutes.
45 minutes.
You driving?
I can.
Okay.
Well, no, I probably won't be able to.
I can drive a car. I just don't want to use my gas.
No, I'm saying like we
That's what I'm saying.
won't be able to.
Yeah, you're right. It probably won't just be. Yeah, that's a good point. Good point.
To
Could,
be
like,
completely
Uber
honest, it's
back.
not loading the post, but when it does
damn.
load, I'll let you know.
But that is something we could do if it's in the cards.
Party night. But so
I mean,
like
yeah,
have
easier
you-
option will be you though.
Oh, it's Southside Music Hall, Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas.
Damn, that'll be a good one too.
Southside
to be
Ballroom.
honest.
That's the one they're playing at.
I think I saw a show there before.
No,
you
that's
told
the
me about
that's
it.
the one that Uzi's playing at.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
going
what
to
it
I'm
was.
going to an Uzi
Oh,
concert.
that's
told me
what's up.
about. That's
When is
I'm
that?
trying to flex it as much as possible. November 8th. I've been waiting for this
Oh,
concert
yeah.
since literally maybe it was either late freshman or early sophomore. I was like, yeah, I'm going to, like, the next time he's in Dallas, I'm going. I've had
Yeah.
fucking ticket notifications on. Hasn't been here. I think he played at like the fucking show they have in Dallas, like the big festival they have.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, that doesn't count. He'll be on for like fucking
What was it,
25
like,
minutes.
Exactly. He's only going to
Lollapalooza
get
or
like
some
part
shit?
set.
Well, that's in Chicago, so no.
What's?
Jambalaya, is that the one that's here?
Oh yeah, I forgot
Oh,
they were
yeah.
doing it again.
Yeah, and I think that was our junior year. But like, I was like, I'm not gonna go watch him for 25 minutes and have to
Exactly.
like watch all the bullshit around him.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was your junior year that they had that show.
Yeah,
Yeah, they haven't done Jambalaya in a while.
I think it's
now.
back.
Is it?
Yeah, I think they shut it down because of COVID.
Right,
and then
so if-
now it's back.
Then it's probably like its first or second.
Which is
year
like
back.
I wasn't big into concerts, and I'm still not like huge into concerts.
Yeah.
My sister is. She goes fucking all sorts of concerts. It's actually crazy. She's
I
been
like
posted on
concerts.
like multiple big platforms, like front page Instagram posts.
That's what's
That's
up.
funny.
She was on like
Harper.
yeah, she was
That's
posted on the Smashing Pumpkins. They had a concert in
hell yeah.
Dallas,
My cousin went there.
and it was like they basically just make one big post for the entire night. The first like 3 pictures are her. I was like, how the like?
Damn.
But yeah, she's like concert obsessed. She's
That's
gone
what's
to L.A., San Fran to see concerts.
Damn.
So I got to see a couple people in LA now.
Yeah, I bet that's like a dope ass deal living out there. Like
Yeah.
all that
Oh,
shit's
yeah,
so
you said
readily
that.
available.
LA though,
Nobody
I don't-
wants to
I don't
fucking
like it anymore.
come to Dallas. Nobody wants to come to Dallas.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody goes to LA just because it's like a big name.
Yeah.
Right.
But
It's
I got to see
weird though
MGK.
because Dallas gets down. Like
yeah,
concerts in Dallas are crazy.
I don't really
Yeah.
fuck with Dallas. If I'm being honest with you, I don't like going to Dallas.
that's
Like
fair.
Dallas itself is kind of.
it's the traffic.
Yeah.
Bro. That's what pisses me off. Like we went to
Yeah.
Dallas. I want to say it was like 2 weeks before Grayson was born. So like it's been almost a year. Last time I was in Dallas, but
Dang.
it was legitimately. It was a Saturday night, and it was already late. Like probably 10, and we were coming into Dallas, and then it's just like a standstill stop for no
Yep.
fucking reason. And I'm
Yep.
like, yeah, this is why I fucking hate this place. I just can't
It's
stand it.
ridiculous. And
That's
it'll be over
everywhere in
nothing.
California.
Yeah, like yo, trust me, I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's horrible.
I could, dude.
It's like
yeah,
7-8
from what
lanes
I've heard.
across. It's
Yeah.
just dead stop, and it's like, what's happening right now?
bro,
like
like,
that.
like I think we talked about it in the episode that it was just me and you, but like Phoenix, bro,
Mhm.
Phoenix is
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
I fucking love it. It's like
that's what's up.
city.
Dude,
It's definitely
Phoenix
city.
Fan.
Yeah, like it's definitely city, but it doesn't. It feels
It's
like
not
a town
too
almost.
overwhelming.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you just walk around. Everything's fucking nice.
That's how I feel about like a lot of towns in Colorado. I got a lot of places like that in Colorado that
See,
are like.
I just don't really fuck with the cold because
Oh, I
everybody's
love
like,
the
dude,
cold, bro.
Denver.
But I mean,
Denver's the shit.
I'm big, bro. You know, I like the cold. I don't like the hot.
I like cold
Me
like
too.
this, like
Yeah.
room temperature cold.
Yeah.
But like, I don't fuck with snow. I fucking hate snow.
I fucking love it.
My fucking toes will just go numb.
Yeah.
Like we had to shovel whenever the big snowstorm hit.
Mhm.
I was in Oklahoma playing baseball.
Oh, so it was bad.
And they fucking made us shovel the entire field.
Damn.
And
Damn.
the last day, we did it for fucking 5 hours straight. I lost I lost feeling in my toes like maybe 20 minutes in. And like I literally
Yeah.
didn't know what to do because I was like I could sit like with my feet on a heater, but obviously that's not safe.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even know if my feet were burning. Like, they were fucked. Like, I thought I had like frostbite, except
That would suck.
except it was still just like Texas snow, so
Right.
it wasn't actually that cold outside. It was like 28 outside.
Nah, but that shit's what they're worse though, because like then
It's like
shit
icy.
melts like easier.
Well,
And
yeah,
it gets, like,
yeah,
your feet
yeah.
get wet. And
Well,
shit
I was
like
wearing
that.
3 pairs of socks.
Oh,
That
okay.
made it even worse. Is the fact that
Sweaty.
I was like prepared for this shit, and it was like,
And it
yeah,
was
but
still bad.
they're gone.
Uh,
I have horrible circulation in my feet, but I also have like thin blood. It's my body doesn't work correctly.
damn, son. You a little reptile.
Just wired wrong, bro.
But do y'all have any plans for like shows outside of this area? Like, especially if they're all living here and you're out there, do you think?
So I definitely do. I've already talked to a couple places actually around where I live that like I know they do live music nights and stuff like that, or put on like small shows like what we play now, you know. And places have been like, yeah, I mean that sounds cool, you know, get with us, figure it out. But the only thing is finding the time first off, just with like our schedules, being able to get. It's easier for like me to come down here right now, just one person, than getting like 3 people to be able to get off work and stuff like that and come out.
Yeah.
But I do want to plan something because I've already had places tell me, like, I've showed them my music, told them about who we are, told them about what we play, stuff like that. And they're like, awesome, we would love to have you guys, stuff like that. And it just really comes down to getting all of our equipment and shit out here. Just because we would have to probably rent like a U-Haul or something like that, but I don't know.
Well, yeah, dude, reaching the right audience is fucking the hardest thing ever.
Yeah.
Especially like if you're trying to promote in LA, everybody and their mom,
Everyone's
They got
trying
their
to
own
promote.
fucking
everybody and their mom, like, yeah, it's basically
Just another flyer.
Yeah, there's like
follow
5,
for
6
follow.
people.
That's basically what it is.
There's like 5, 6 people at my job that I know of that make music with people and like have music out and stuff like that. It's just like so much more prominent to find people out there who work on music and stuff.
I will say that we've hit like basically when we were like full stride there for a little bit, it was like hard. We were having trouble reaching out and getting more people to come in and listen, but you
Yeah.
know, the same 60 to 75 people were listening every single show, and they were listening for like, you know, we're putting out 1 to 2.5 hour episodes,
Yeah.
and they're listening to at least 45 minutes of it, which is like, that's my
Awesome.
goal.
That's actually really nice.
Yeah, that's
Really
like that's
awesome.
my goal. I don't give a fuck. Like,
God bless you, listeners. We
I
love
would
you.
much rather have 100 listeners that are listening to 50% or more than 2,000 that are listening to 5 minutes.
Exactly.
Right.
So like, yeah, like we set retention goals rather than growth goals,
Yeah.
and that we're definitely like way overperforming on that. So that's
That's
awesome.
really good, yeah.
Just
but-
maintaining when the numbers do go up.
But it would still be nice, you know, like
to have
to
a
add
few more
another-
people.
you know, give me 500 people listening for 45 minutes.
Hey,
and
guys.
maybe we can make some
That'd
money.
be a little cool.
Yeah.
That'd be
Now that
kind of
we're back.
nice.
Now that we're back full
Please.
time.
I'd appreciate it.
Bro, actually, you living in LA, we talked about it. Me and Riley just talked about it. But we were talking about like going out and going to places, like
Yeah.
instead of like leaving Dallas Fort Worth, right?
Yeah.
And getting people from out of town. And I was like, what if we just go to a club, like go to LA, go to a club and just find like, basically just find the motherfucker with the most clout in a club. And like hooking him up with a podcast, and then just going back to a club the next night, like not even pre-playing connections.
Yeah.
What are the odds of that working, being that everybody in LA wants to be something?
Right. It could
Bro,
be a
yeah,
bold
honestly,
strategy.
I don't know. Yeah, it would definitely be a bold strategy for sure.
No,
It's
yeah,
just
no,
we would have to
but-
get past the lip of like people being like, "Oh, you're not big enough," or like
Yeah, you gotta have something that like
people are cocky
don't
back in that.
like
That is
haven't
a-
seen, you know?
yeah, that
They
is
want
a
something
fact.
different.
Everybody's like, man,
That's not big enough of a podcast.
yeah, you're not
for
big.
me.
And then I'm like, yeah, but the funny thing
Yeah.
is that my small ass show is bigger than
Right.
bigger than your monthly listeners. But you know,
There's just
Right.
they definitely got that type of attitude though.
but yeah, that's definitely why I've tried to reach out to people that like I know, like recently a lot more in the industry, like the podcasting industry, bigger
Yeah.
podcasts in this area, just
They
to
get
like
it.
try to reach out because they'll, you know, they understand the problem with promoting,
Exactly.
so they
They're trying to
also
do the same
promote it
for
very
their
well.
channel,
Yeah,
you know?
pretty much.
Right.
And with singers, bro, they will do. They just kind of ignore your shit. They're like, "Yeah, I did it, but I'm not gonna retweet you or post your shit on my story." And I'm like, "Okay." I mean,
Yeah. I mean, dude, honestly, there's
a little more conceited for sure.
Oh, like the 1,000%.
There's a lot of people in the music industry just in Fort Worth that we work with or like work around and know that I'm sure would like love to do stuff like this too, bro. But I understand like wanting to go out to and reach a different audience in different places.
So a big problem, and I actually have not talked about this publicly in any way, shape, or form, mainly because they haven't really. But the problem that we had there for a bit was we wanted all of these people from Trend, because Trend is like the biggest shit in Fort Worth.
Yeah.
When it comes to music artists, and then Morning Buzz left Trend.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it became like a
conflict of interest.
not like they don't like Colton or anything, but Trend didn't want them on. Like, and I have problems with Trend too. Like I was promoting Morning Buzz's big music video and shit whenever they came on the pod. And like we talked about it, like that was 90% of the show. So I just posted like a fucking 20-second clip of it, and I got permission, like full written permission, saved, email, all of this permission, and from the artist. But Trend came in and like copyright claimed my shit, which I don't give a fuck. I'm not making money. It's just, and then I like disputed it and sent an email like, hey, you know, like your artist said I could do it. Like I'm literally just promoting their shit. Like it has nothing to do. I'm not even making money on it. You're not going to make any money off it. And like it didn't even put a strike on my account or anything. It was just like, it was basically just a fuck you.
Yeah.
Man. Support you small creators, bro.
Yeah, so it's like I kind of have a beef with Trend, and the artist rift is definitely real. So I've actually been trying to reach Dallas people.
That's cool.
That'd be a good
Plus
way
Dallas people are bigger.
That's fair.
Well, there's also just a lot more reach in that area too.
True, Dallas is a lot bigger.
Yeah. No, that'd be a good avenue for us for sure. We should try looking at athletes again more too.
Athletes are really hard.
I know.
And it's not like, they are probably the least conceited. Like,
I know, yeah, it's their people with them.
Yeah, especially because, especially now, you know, like both
With
me
NIL
and you,
and shit, too.
both me and you were both athletes, and people like athletes just connect for some reason. Like they just click. But the scheduling is really hard.
It is.
That's fair.
And
because I have like one athlete off the top of my head we could try, but talk about it later. But.
well, I'm talking to one, and he's not even an athlete anymore, but he's doing his own shit, like Twitch streaming.
I remember you talking to me.
Yeah,
about
clothing brand shit and all that. And
That's what's up.
like, dude goes to TCU. It's fucking right down the road, and we cannot.
Perfect setup.
Yeah, we literally cannot fit it in the schedule at the moment.
Yeah.
But he's like totally down. Like the way I slid in was kind of funny. He was streaming on TikTok of all fucking places. But I follow him on TikTok, and I've like sent him an email or two, and we were talking about it, and then I just like dropped in the chat. I was like, "Yo, come on the pod," and he was like, "Oh, I'm totally fucking down." And then we really started talking about it. But the scheduling is just so fucking tough. Like
That's fair.
Well, I bet with him, he's got a lot going on from what you told me the first time.
yeah, like he's a retired athlete, but he's
in college doing like filming stuff.
dude's making like a fuck ton of money.
That's what's up.
But
yeah, no, we got a lot of venues we can go out to get more people though.
Very true.
What's the hardest part of being in a band, in your opinion?
Getting everybody on the same track.
Yeah.
Honestly.
How many people is it total? 4 or 5?
Yeah, we have 4 right now. We're trying to, I don't know if we want to outsource for a basis, like to find someone to come in and play with us, or just keep it on the tracks right now, but trying to maybe figure out a 5th person, see what we could do with that.
That'd be cool.
But we're really just trying to, right now we're just trying to stick down with what we got and keep letting the numbers climb, so we've just kind of been chilling, but the hardest thing probably is just, keeping everybody on track. And like you said, like scheduling with everybody, especially with like all 4 of us like working different jobs and stuff like that, working almost every day. I live in California, you know, so we can't ever really get together or all be together like all the time to really get to like practice and rehearse. But I mean, we sound good still whenever we get together. But
right,
especially like
a lot of work into that.
Yeah,
makes it like double hard because your time zone's different. So like
exactly.
Oh my god!
If you get what time you get off work? Like
I'm getting off work sometimes like midnight most of the time, like 10
here?
to midnight.
Midnight here?
Oh
or
no,
midnight
10 to
there?
midnight in California.
Holy
it's
shit!
2 hours.
So it's not like I can.
We're
just,
2 hours
It's not
behind.
like you're just like, man, I'll zoom in real quick. It's fucking 2 a.m. here.
Yep.
God.
Yeah, I mean, we still do, you know, we'll get on FaceTime and we can run Logic together, you know, screen share, work on songs, stuff like that together still,
Can only
like
do
from
so
with
much,
the
though.
distance, but yeah, It's different than sitting in a room together playing guitar, same time. Try to play guitar together on FaceTime, and it's like delayed for one person, so it just never works.
Yeah, that is one thing about Riley taking over for Colton is, like, Colton's so fucking busy. Like, and he's got 17 different things going on, and at the time, I was working overnights, and he was working mornings. So we had, like...
Just couldn't work.
We had, like, a 3-hour period, 2 days a week that we could fit a podcast in. And it was like, and we can't find guests. So it was, like, double...
And then on top of that, you only have these times.
Yeah.
So you have to tell the people that you're trying to get on, like, hey,
these times.
there's only these times.
And then it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And
take it or leave it.
Yeah. And then, he was like, just have Riley take over for me. And I was like, all right, I think we can do that. And Riley just started something different where he's like, he's basically open.
Yeah, I'm doing sales, roof sales. And that kind of job is very my own pace. And
I got a buddy who's doing the same.
Yeah, I got a lot of free time.
And I just moved back to days. So then it's like double. Yeah. It makes sense now.
Yeah, like everything works perfectly now.
That's nice. All lines up.
Yeah, even when I am busy, it's never like later in the evening either. So
that's what's up.
Yep. Like tomorrow I got roofing shit to do, but then we're gonna podcast later.
That's what's up. Yeah, I got a buddy who's been doing roofing for a couple years.
It's a good
out in Fort Worth. Not that bad, yeah. Got offered a job when I moved back out here. Might take it.
It's pretty nice once you just gotta like put your nose down and like actually do it because like I said, it's your own pace. So there's definitely been like a good week period where I'll just be like, I don't want to go door knocking today. But at the same time, my company like helps and like throws me leads, and that makes it easier. So
that's what's up.
It's definitely like what company you're working with makes the job, but like as a job itself, it's nice.
That's nice.
It
does seem pretty free.
Do you recommend?
That's what's up.
Yeah. What are you doing right now though for work?
Work at a brew house down on the beach in Huntington Beach.
That sounds super cool.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty nice, honestly. You get to see the beach every day.
Are you
right by the beach all the time? Feels good.
You like serving or just doing like actual
food running
brewing?
right now?
Food running?
Yeah, like a position before serving.
No, I've been a food runner. I get you. Yeah. Do you get tip out?
Yeah, I do get tipped out. I'm still making like $80 to $100 a night. So
just like, cash on hand.
Yeah,
that's
$5 Texas money.
Yeah,
he's not wrong.
Yeah, and I'm making like $15.50
an hour.
$15.50 an hour.
Damn.
Our servers make $16.50 an hour.
Plus everything is. Wait, what?
Yep.
16 an hour.
Oh, right. Minimum wage laws in California are fucking whack.
$15.
You feel like a fucking millionaire when you come here, huh?
No. I'm still broke.
Wait, so they get tips too though with the 16 an hour?
Yeah, and we're right there on the beach.
Yeah, they
at one of the most popular beaches. They're walking home every night like $300-$400.
That's crazy.
On top of their $100 they just made hourly.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, everything costs a lot there though, so it makes sense.
My aunt's paying for like a whole 4-bedroom house, 2-story, like big house in California. Just serving.
Expensive.
Just serving?
Just serving. She's been doing it for like the past 15 years.
That's fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Like just serving?
Yeah.
Just to have like a 2-bedroom apartment in California, that alone would have been like.
Take a guess at what our rent is. We have a 2-bedroom apartment. Take a guess what our rent is.
How many square feet?
To be honest, that's a good question. I don't really know.
Like probably around like 890 or 900.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah. I know it's below 1,000.
I'd say probably like 2,200.
I'm gonna go with it's gonna be the same as what I'm paying for this place. 26.
28.
Oh my fuck.
Yep.
I have a 4-bedroom townhome.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm paying less than you are.
Yeah.
God damn! I thought I was reaching.
We had a 5-bedroom house in Brock on an acre of land. Beautiful house, right? 2,400 square feet. $1,700 a month.
To be fair, like how long ago did you move out to Cali?
They've been out there now about 2 years. I've been out there for about a year.
So like, no, I was gonna say like the housing market has changed, but that all happened like in 21, like early 21, late 20. So
that's crazy.
It was literally like right at the start of us moving out there is whenever it all changed.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Those numbers make my head
hurt.
So
why did they move out there? Was it just like?
So my dad's family is all from out there, and they've spent the last 24 years in Texas, and we all are older than 18 now, like all the kids and stuff. So
they want to do their own thing.
Exactly. They wanted to go out there, be back by the beach. My dad would be able to be back by his family, and his mom's a little sick, so he's able to be out there with her and stuff like that. So
That's nice.
yeah, that's why I'm just trying to work on moving back down here. Start my stuff down here. I'll let them stay out there, man. They can have that.
No, yeah, I don't think it's not really like.
I'm gonna tell you one thing: rent ain't damn near as expensive.
Yeah, 1 bedroom out there is still like 18 to 2 grand.
God.
Yeah, well, that's the weird thing here is it's like you're paying almost the same for a 1 bedroom or a studio as you are for a 2 bedroom.
Yeah, it doesn't change a lot. Now the change can make a difference. Like it's a couple $100, but like in the grand scheme,
I doubled the amount of stories, the amount of bedrooms that I had.
probably pay what?
And I'm paying. I think in total we're paying 800 more.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Like
say.
nothing crazy. Like
Yeah, we paid $1,000 more switching from a 1 bedroom to a 2 bedroom.
Like we almost doubled our square footage, and our so I lived literally 100 yards that way, like from where we live right now.
Yeah.
And the apartment was pretty big. Like it was, I think it was what 1250
That's nice.
square foot.
Yeah, that was
and we were
spacious.
paying like when we moved in it was 1,600, but then by the time we moved out it was like just over 18. So it was like why not upgrade?
Yeah.
Because I wanted
Might
to
as
stay
well.
in like this little community, but
It was pretty nice over
kind
there.
of regret it low key. Like I should have just waited out till March and then moved into a house. But
What can you do?
yeah, basically just doing this right now to save up money to buy a house.
Smart.
There you
Which
go.
is like,
Really smart.
I don't know. I've kind of like, I'm always going back and forth on buying a house or not because it's like,
I mean, worst case scenario, you want to move again, rent that house out.
It's a good point.
the problem, it's not like,
That's what me and Matt will want to do eventually.
there are multiple problems because it's like, one, the housing market is fucking super high right now. Like ridiculously high.
Oh,
It has
yeah.
come down. Like it's not near as what it was.
I mean, it's
But-
always going to be a lot of money.
and then the whatever it's called, interest rates are really high.
Yeah.
Which that's another problem.
True.
And then, which this is not a problem that's ever going to go away, but it's like fucking property taxes make me so mad.
Yeah, they are bad here in Texas too.
And especially with the housing market being what it is. So like,
Yeah, like-
that just inflates.
Well, it's actually not bad in
Yeah.
Texas, but it got like worse than it was
which
recently,
I
within the last year or two.
wanted to move to, like her whole family lives in Phoenix, and like I said, I love Phoenix a lot. So I was like, what if we just move out here? Because like I could literally stay with the company I'm with, like they're out there
Yeah.
and make more money. It actually does, like they fluctuate with inflation.
I mean, yeah,
being
they
more out there.
have to.
Yeah. But the problem is that inflation in Phoenix is the highest in America.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's or the pace is the highest in America. It's raising the highest.
Oh my god.
So like eventually it's gonna be Cali. Like it's basically gonna be the same as Cali.
It's gonna be a
but-
dry
yeah.
Cali.
It's already
better.
pretty damn close. Yeah.
I would say better though. Like not near as overpopulated
And gross.
Yeah.
and gross. I mean, I'm not
It's a
talking
lot of-
Tucson. Like Tucson's a shithole, but
Well, yeah,
Phoenix
but-
is chill.
Right.
It's fair.
Plus, there's so much going on there now. Like it's almost becoming a mini LA. Like there's a lot of.
Yeah, it's growing really fast, honestly, God.
It's not as
Like-
many like big, rap artists and shit, but a lot of country
I was gonna
artists
say, I
are
feel like
moving
a
out there.
big music spot, definitely.
It's turning into it, definitely. Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, it is more just like country.
Nashville's also.
Well, Nashville's been.
Well, I'm saying like Nashville's also like speaking of country, whatever. But like
Nashville's
Nashville
really cool.
Is basically Phoenix, but with better weather.
Yeah. Yeah, no, when I went to the Nashville, I was too young to really enjoy it, but
Never been.
oh, it's so cool. It's just lines of bars and like all of them got music.
Which that's
and-
like that's Old Town in Scottsdale. Like same
yeah,
shit.
it's like you can find it anywhere, but like Nashville goes ham on the strips of bars because like they have the big ass neon signs on every single
Yeah.
one. They have like old pictures of celebrity artists that visited like in every bar.
That's nice.
It's super cool, and then like 60% of the bars have like live performances going. So obviously like I wasn't 21 yet when I went, so it wasn't the full experience, but
yeah.
god damn, it was fun.
I will say, I've never been like a big travel person, but ever since I turned 21, it's like, well, now I can go to these places and actually enjoy it.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Now I see what people really like it for.
Yeah, let's go to like
man, this is a lot more fun when you see it 2 times. Fucking crunk as hell.
Have you traveled like outside of the LA area, like living out there?
Yeah, I've been down to like San Diego, Coronado over there.
I went to Coronado.
I'm honestly, I really not too much now. I mean, I've been like to surrounding cities, stuff like that, Irvine, smaller places, but nothing really big now.
What's like the secret place?
The hidden gem.
Yeah, like that. There's not one.
He's like, no.
Bro, I mean,
he's like, honestly, every place is kind of dog shit.
I don't know. There's like a little. What do you mean, like, by what's the secret?
So, like, obviously, you got like Hollywood, like downtown LA, all that shit. But like, what's the big beach?
Venice.
Well, Venice is one of them, but I was thinking of
Santa Monica. With
yes,
the big pier.
Yeah. I'm thinking, but like, like the rich the places people associate celebrities with, because like that's LA.
Yeah. Like,
is there any like small area there that's just as beautiful but not as?
Oh, for sure, Laguna Beach is
like
it looks like you're going into like a lagoon. You know, I don't know. It's nice. The palm trees are everywhere.
Ooh.
The water there is like crystal clear blue out at the ocean and stuff like that.
Not near as crowded.
Not near as crowded. No, because that's definitely it's a really rich area. So, like, if you go over there, like, there's not a lot of people out. Yeah, that too. Like, you got to be, like on your P's and Q's.
Just chilling.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not like a party spot or anything. It's more of like a hidden gem. You know?
I want to go
probably
to
like
San
a private
Diego.
beach or some shit.
Yeah, a lot of private beaches.
I want to go to San Diego real bad.
It's pretty nice.
I went to San Diego when I was younger.
Being honest with you.
The zoo is where I went.
Yeah, I've never been to the San Diego.
It's really cool. I went there when I was like 15, something like that. It was really, really cool.
What's the area in LA that like everybody says to avoid?
Hollywood.
No, like
I mean, like most of LA now, honest to God. Like, I mean, there's like Compton.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously,
you have, like all those
Compton,
areas.
but there's like there's a name for it.
Skid Row.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Skid Row.
Would you say it's scary?
Honestly, I haven't been over there, but
he's
really
like, I heeded the warnings, low key.
Yeah, well, I showed up and I shouldn't have. It's just a lot of homeless people, to be completely honest. Like Skid Row, that's what it is. But you have to be careful with it because it's like a lot of homeless people on heroin.
Yeah, I was gonna say
like
they're
crazy.
People don't associate it like this, but like there are places in Fort Worth that I swear to God I'd rather be in Chicago than some of these places in Fort Worth.
And they'll be the smallest little sections too,
well,
like a corner.
If y'all have ever like researched it or anything, Fort Worth is actually like
Murderworth.
Yeah, it's like everybody calls it like Murderworth because it's actually like one of the highest crime rates.
Well, and that's
one of the highest murder rates.
Murder rate, yeah.
That's the funny thing is that like overnight at a gas station, you know, everybody like makes that to be like this thing, but one, you work at pretty well-known company, and like, so I'd go to these places that was just, you get paid more to work there. Yeah. So, but they'd all be like super chill with you because they know that you're just trying to like get your job done. They're not here to fuck
they don't
with you.
care. They're just there to buy their shit.
Yeah,
you know?
or steal their shit, or get their Black and Milds. But like, no, they don't really fuck with you. It's not.
That's nice.
In fact, I've had a lot of people
make it more
stand.
dramatic than it is.
Yeah. So basically, there are
just mind your business and you're chilling. You know?
There's definitely certain situations like, bro, like if you're a girl
and there's like tweakers about,
you should not be there. They should not make you, because basically, if you want to go into management with my company, you have to work overnights at some point.
Yeah,
and that should be a hard pass. There's no reason you should have women on these overnights in some of these places, especially in Dallas and Fort Worth, like downtown Dallas.
Absolutely,
because it's not like they give you any self-defense to work.
No, you're not allowed to have anything.
So it's literally just a matter of holding your ground. And
like I'm a fairly big dude compared to most of these people that are walking in. Nobody really fucks with me. I keep to myself. Like I'm respectful. I'm not an asshole. So like nobody really fucks with me. But like,
some guys got the wrong idea. So,
fucking 5'2"
girl.
5'2" girl. Like, dude.
Hell no.
It's funny enough.
I wouldn't want Madeline working there.
It's like 10 minutes away from where I live. But the store on Las Vegas Trail.
Las Vegas Trail's
the one right over there. Yeah, that's sketchy.
I would not, like, anytime they try to send me there on the overnight, I said no, basically. I just put in for a day and went home.
Bro, I drove down that street one time, saw an old man or homeless man. He was old too. Fucking take his pants down and drop a dookie.
Well,
just bare and all.
So basically,
I was like, oh.
They kept telling me if you prove that you can work these rough ass stores, then you're gonna get promoted faster. And I was like, whatever. I don't fucking believe it. But then, so they sent me to Brentwood Stair, which is also technically a worse area than
I haven't heard of it
than Las Vegas Trail is.
Oof.
But I had no problems there. Everything was fine. I worked that one.
That's
Hemp
nice.
Hill, which is like the hospital district, like it's for some reason like the cutoff between people not having homes and people paying $5,000 a month in rent, like is that Quick Trip. So I had like a fuck ton of homeless people out there, and that store is pretty rough too, and worked fine there. And then, but I refused to work Las Vegas Trail because I worked there like in the daytime and had problems. So I was like, I'm not doing this on the overnight. Well,
I could be out of gas.
Yeah, oh no, I wouldn't stop. I literally wouldn't stop. Well, then finally this last time they sent me there and I was like, fuck it, I'll do it. Whatever. I just don't even, I need the money. So I can't call in tonight.
Yeah.
But so I go work there and I had 2 trespasses and an assault case.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it was a good time. I did laugh at a lot of stuff that, like, I've realized that I've kind of just grown accustomed to this stuff because I laughed at a lot of things that I should not have laughed at. I'm pretty sure I got threatened at least 3 times and I laughed in their face on accident, but it's fine. And then not even a week later, they're like, hey,
I'm sorry.
You're going on days. I was like, oh, so maybe I proved. I went through the 3 stages in Fort Worth.
They're like, you're good now, buddy.
Yeah, I climbed the pyramid.
So we won't let you go through that again.
They're like, well, nobody else wanted to do it, and you did it. So we gotta give you something.
And look what fucking happened. So I guess we gotta reward you.
Yeah,
fucking 3 cases of trespassing is crazy.
Dude, so it's like 5:30 in the morning.
Is that you telling them to leave and they just don't leave, kind of thing?
Kind of. I got not. So there's some stores you just gotta like not be a bitch. And like, bro, Weatherford is it's
different
so
world.
white.
Yeah.
In fact, honestly, I hate working at Weatherford just because
they're all stuck up.
They're very stuck up. They think they're better than you. When, like, little known fact, I'm probably making more than 90% of the people that walk into the store.
Yeah.
So it's like
they pay you good, bro.
Yeah. So like, fuck off. I don't really care. But it can get really annoying.
Yeah.
And
I felt that being a server in Weatherford and Willow Park especially.
Yeah, if you come in and you're getting a cup of ice and you have to sit in line for it, you're gonna bitch if I charge you. So I'm just gonna let you slide.
Yeah.
Well, at Las Vegas Trail, you gotta like stand your ground. Homeless guy walks in and he's like, "There's tweaking. Dude is tweaking in my face." And I was like, "Yeah, that'll be $1.40, whatever." And he's like, "I only got $1.25." I was like, "Well, then you better come up with the 15 cents or you're not going to walk out of the store with that thing." And we literally argued over it for like 10 minutes over fucking 15 cents. And most of the time I would have just been like, take the loss, whatever. But if you do that there, then every single homeless person in the area is like, yeah.
That's how we are. We're not allowed to like give out anything. Like we're not allowed to give out waters and stuff like
we're
that.
not supposed
to. A lot of homeless people. Like
we're not supposed to. But like if I'm working at a store where I don't have a homeless person problem and I know they're fine, which sounds really fucked up, but it's like
something you got to think about.
Well, we had one of our new hosts. So like we get a free meal any day that we work, right? So we had one of our hosts that one time this homeless man came in and asked for a water. She got him a water and she offered him her free meal, right? So like she gave it to him and everything, put it in, got him the food and let him go. We came back the next day and asked, and she wasn't working a long enough shift for it, right? She's only there for like 3 hours that day. So she's like, oh, well, I won't get one, but I'll just get you something. And so she bought him food. And he came back the next day.
They're fucking leeches, man.
And then more and more people would come by and be like, hey, I heard that you were able to give people free food. And it's like, bro, no, this is a restaurant. That's not how that works. And I finally had to tell the girl, I was like, bro, you have to tell them no. Like, I know it's hard to, and you want to be a good person. I don't think you understand, like, the recurring event that will happen here.
It just sucks because, like, some of those people are, like, genuine, like, need help, like, aren't going to twist it or nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like,
the thing
how are you supposed to pick and choose?
The thing I've noticed in this area is that's not the problem.
Yeah, in this area it's not bad.
It's just a lot of lazy-ass motherfuckers.
In Fort Worth, it seems
or
like
people that have like had the
disabilities.
opportunity. No. Like you can tell the difference. Like
in
legitimately
Fort
tell
Worth,
the
it
difference.
seems like disabilities a lot. And
You no
definitely drugs.
You can tell the difference.
Yeah.
And then like I've talked to people and heard stories, and it's like some of these people had 5 or 6 chances to pick
Yeah.
themselves back on their feet, and they chose not to because they thought the feeling of heroin was better.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, I don't feel bad for you anymore. All of a sudden, I just don't feel bad for you anymore.
Yeah, it's a hard spot though. Addiction is a crazy disease.
That's facts.
But in Fort Worth, they're not terrible either. They're pretty like chill. I haven't had really a bad encounter with any homeless people in Fort Worth. They kind of like, they might, try and get your attention, but they won't.
I will say-
go crazy if you don't.
Yeah.
I don't even think you were at that concert. It was whenever they went on their tour. Morning Buzz went on their tour.
I don't think I was.
And their first show was in Fort Worth. Like they started in Fort Worth and moved out up to Oklahoma and out east. But I went to like the first 4 shows, and the first night was in Fort Worth, and it was on Hemp Hill, and it was at this bar. I think it's changed names like 4 times since this concert happened, and that happened a year ago.
Damn.
But
Probably. Oh yeah, it was Mass, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they're always changing their name. Bro.
the way you fucking park, it's a dope place too.
Yeah.
It's just in a kind of in a shit spot.
Yeah, it is.
Well, the way you have to park, you have to park in this parking lot and then walk, because the parking lot's just simply
Yeah.
not. Were you there that night?
It's like a couple
No, I
spots.
played Mass though, and I just
Oh.
remember that their first show was at Mass.
Yeah.
I remember seeing about it.
So like the parking lot out there, they fit like 25 cars, and
if
then that
Yeah.
show that night, I think they had like 180 people at the show, which is like a pretty
Damn.
decent show for Fort Worth. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Bad at all.
Yeah, that ain't fitting fucking. So there's this parking lot, and it even says "do not parking," but nobody was gonna fuck with you, so you just parked out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you had to walk down this like non-lit road,
Oh yeah.
and
it was,
there's like
sketchy over
fucking
there.
50 homeless people just lined up.
It's by like a little like construction area or something too.
Yeah.
So it's like
That's
like
the
a bunch of like random people.
That's the
and,
parking
like,
lot I parked
dark,
in,
yeah.
the construction parking lot that
Yeah.
said "you will be towed." Yeah, I didn't get towed.
He said.
He said,
challenge.
"Want to bet?"
But yeah, and none of them really messed with me. But it's like any second. In fact,
Could
I felt
change.
at least in the construction parking lot there was lights, because
Right.
a lot of people were just parking down that little side alley.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't fucking trust these people.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was bad. Mass was it's a really small venue, and it's like really easy to pack out, and it gets packed out really quick.
It is a
too.
dope
So,
venue, though,
You're not
like I'm
there
saying.
on time.
Right.
Yeah, it was really nice.
I love
the
those
big, like,
smaller
sign that they
venues.
have up there too.
Yeah, they have the
And the like
like
Mass
above the
sign on
bar.
back. Yeah, it says
Yeah.
Mass up above.
And then they have that little like store thing. I don't really know, like
yeah,
with
I
all the
don't- I
records
didn't
and
go
shit.
back there.
Oh, that's
I
cool.
just
It's got, like, a
was
record
doing all
shop.
the shit for the show mainly, but yeah, they had like a bunch of different stuff in there. They had like some shirts and shit.
They
To
had
get
2
to.
TVs playing. I don't even. They were playing like movies I heard of and shit.
Yeah, during our show, it had like our show playing like on the screens.
Yeah,
So there's,
yeah,
like,
like
a
up
live feed.
above the bar and everything. Yeah, that shit. It's a dope place.
Sounds
Pretty
pretty
nice.
dope. I love smaller venues. They always feel like a lot more tight knit and cooler.
Well, that's the thing about Fort Worth. Is
A lot of them.
There's too many of them,
Yeah.
especially like down 7th.
true. Yeah.
Like there are too many of them. So
And then there's also places that do like
The
like
business is
they're a
spread
record
out.
shop and they'll open for a venue.
yeah, and then like the business is too spread out. Like there's fucking 8 shows going on at once. Like we're
Yeah.
talking about this Friday. Like
Yeah.
Yep.
Bunch of people playing like bigger days and stuff like that.
Literally.
yeah, so
Especially for Friday the 13th. It's like a big day that everybody wants to
Right.
play, like for the culture, you know?
Yeah.
Especially for it to be in October, to have Friday the 13th in October. I feel like that's like,
oh no, it's a huge
that's looking
deal.
like a big
it's a
deal,
fucking huge
especially
deal.
for shows too.
That's like
Everybody
the
wants to play
day.
that, yeah.
Yeah. Any
But
rock
I'm just glad that
especially.
we got a show, you know? I don't didn't care where it was. I said, as long as we have a show for it, I'm happy.
Fuck yeah.
What's y'all's biggest turnout?
Our biggest turnout so far, I mean, like we played like that show at Tulips they played that show at Tulips with Morning Buzz. That was a good turnout.
Well, they
our
always
biggest
have.
was
They have like a
probably-
fucking cult following.
Yeah, yeah, that shit was. I saw the
If
pictures.
they play a
everybody
show
was
in like Fort Worth or Dallas, it is fucking like. They went on that little tour,
yeah,
and basically they just hit. It was with 4 other bands, and they just basically hit each of their hometowns,
yeah,
and they were by far the smallest. Like they're playing with people that had 100,000 monthly listeners. I think one
Oh,
was
that's
closing
what's
on
up.
a fucking $1 million.
The guy that we're playing with
Damn.
this Friday, who we're opening for, he's closing in on 200,000 monthly listeners.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, at the time, they only had like 2,000 monthly listeners.
Yeah.
And
that's like what we're at right now.
And
So we're in like the same position as they were then.
And they played Mass. They played at Mass.
Yeah.
It was by far and away, because like I said, I went to like 3 of the other shows. It was by far and away the biggest show. Like, and they said it stayed that way throughout the entire tour. And they're playing in these other places, people's hometowns. So
Right.
like they went to Tallahassee.
Yeah, that show
or
was
something.
crazy for them, like to get such big turnout.
Yeah, and it was just like they went to
That's what's up.
Tallahassee and they're playing with this band that has like 1.1 million monthly listeners.
Crazy.
And the show in Fort Worth was bigger than
Yeah.
what they played there, which was like
Dang.
That's bonkers.
That's what's up. Yeah, I want to have a show like that. That's why I'm trying to make the turnout for this show pretty big, because it is we're opening for a bigger artist. You know, there's some good people in there. Like, I don't know if you've heard any of Broken's music. I know that like Morning Buzz been hanging out with him a lot. I don't know if you've heard of him though, but he's pretty solid. He's playing that show as well. There's a guy named Liam too, who we've played a show with him, but he was playing guitar for this guy Alex, so it wasn't like his show. But he's like his big song Drama Queen, like
I've heard
if you
that
listen
one.
to it, bro, just sounds just like Blink-182.
Yeah,
like
I've heard that
Oh, I
one.
need to
it's
listen
pretty
to
sick.
that.
So I think it should be a pretty good show.
I want to say Colton did show me that song.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool.
it's a good ass song.
Fuck yeah. I'd like to give that a listen myself.
But I'm hoping that it's gonna be a good show, good turnout. So he's
What's
got a
your-
pretty good
Sure, dude.
following.
What's your goal turnout for y'all?
Honestly, for us to have over 100, really,
That'd be sick.
That's our biggest, and I think that that's pretty possible. So I've got like 25 people that I know personally that are going, like that aren't like the same people I'm friends with people from the band, like my own individual friends that I know outside of it that are going, and everybody else I know, they've got like 15, 20 people going themselves, and that's like just for our band. So there's
It is kind of
4
funny
other people performing that night. So
that there's a bunch of people that like we graduated with that are doing
Yeah.
shit like this.
Right.
Like at this point, it feels like one of our fucking high school reunions is just gonna be like
A concert.
a concert, like just a
Dude,
big
that-
concert
A music
with,
festival.
Imagine, though, that'd be sick as fuck.
with like a
dude.
lineup of just like
Right.
everybody that does shit. That'd be
That would be
dope.
dope.
That would be.
I don't even know if we're gonna have a reunion. I don't know who the fuck's gonna put it together.
Rutherford does that shit, bro.
They know they do.
They do.
Oh, they do.
Oh,
Like it's a big deal too. But like I don't know who the fuck's gonna put it together for our class.
When I was on the
Like,
football team, we were there for a football reunion of an old Weatherford football team.
Oh, really?
It was like, oh, I forgot. They like were one of the best teams that we've had that won the
Ain't hard to
championship
do.
or whatever.
No, I'm just kidding.
What you say?
I said ain't hard to do.
Man,
I was gonna
Should've
say.
Love Weatherford.
I was gonna say, what did they go
Yeah.
3-7?
man, fuck you. No, I think they actually won like the championship or whatever they call it.
But
Oh,
that's what's
you
up.
just have to put this into perspective. Me and Gavin's freshman and sophomore year, they went 1-19.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
horrible.
bad, bro. It was
Hey,
bad.
but then my
I stopped
grades,
showing up to games.
my grades team started, getting involved.
Yeah, and y'all's best record was a whole 5-5. Woohoo!
Hey, man, I don't want to talk about it. I was injured for some of those games.
You made the playoffs. That's
I can't say nothing.
First
I
time
quit
in
football
18
freshman
years.
year.
What's that?
Said I can't say anything. I quit football freshman year.
Man, I thought I was going to be a football star.
Well, I moved to Brock, so it's if you
Hey,
grew up there, you play. I was
Right.
bigger than like almost everybody on our team,
Didn't fucking matter, though.
and yeah, they were like, "Oh, okay." Like
I don't know you, so.
I was third string like tackle, and I was like,
Did you
and the
came
2
back to
people
Weatherford
below
then?
me were like tiny. Yeah, I came back to Weatherford.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I floated back and forth, bro. I went to Brock freshman year, back to Weatherford for sophomore year for the first semester, got bridge. After that was
I-
like,
I
fuck,
remember you
maybe
going
I'll
to
go
Bridge.
back.
What
to
did you
Brock.
do?
It was actually dumb as shit. There was a kid who,
Usually is.
not gonna name names, fuck him, but he was walking around. I guess he was getting in trouble. He had like muscle relaxers on him or something like that.
Oh.
And so he walked up to me. I didn't know what he had in his hand, but he was just like, "Yo, we hold on to these for me for a second." Didn't know what it was, right? Didn't know he was about to get picked up by APs either. So he just handed me something and he put 2 pills in my hand. I took them immediately, just threw them away in the trash in the black box, like the theater room or whatever at the high school.
Oh, yeah.
And he had gotten taken by the APs and all that, I guess, later on in the day. And so later on, like, it was like 6th or 7th period, the APs came in with the police officers and got me out. And I was like, I didn't even think about it, right? Like, the thought of the stuff that happened in the morning was so little, it didn't even cross my mind. And so they're asking me like, well, you know why we have you up here? You know why we pulled you out of class? And I was like, no. The thought deadass never once crossed my mind until they brought it up that happened. It was that little in the morning. In the video, I have them in my hands. You watch the video, it's 4.5 seconds that I have those pills in my hands before they go in the trash. And it's on camera that I threw them away. And I still got bridge.
That's
for
ridiculous.
Possession of an illegal narcotic on campus.
The fact that I never got
Jesus.
bridge and I got out of it every time I got in trouble is fucking nuts, because I definitely should have gotten bridge.
I'm pissed I went clean until the very last 3 fucking weeks of school.
I forgot you did get bridge.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about
Dang,
that.
God.
the last 3 weeks of school.
Oh my
too?
God, it was so stupid.
Did you have to miss graduation?
I got to walk stage. They let me
okay.
walk stage
That's
because
nice.
they were pretty they knew who I was. I
Yeah.
was a big football
Yeah.
guy. Never got in trouble before. They had respect for me, kind of thing. So they were like, "Look, you're not going to prom. Sorry, but we'll give you your graduation
We
walk."
didn't even get a prom. Thank God, honestly.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Our
even
prom
gone,
sucked
bro.
anyway. I was not mad. I still did my date that I was originally going to do outside of the school part,
Yeah.
and when prom partied. So it was like, whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody really cares about
Right. They had it in our
going to the prom.
dude. They had it in our cafeteria with the lights on.
Yeah. No,
I'm
fuck
like,
that.
sorry, I don't want to have lunch one more time. with
Even
y'all.
Brock was nice enough to do something different.
Yeah.
On that.
And another thing is, my sophomore year, I went to prom with a girl, and they had it at the Fort Worth Convention Center. So I'm like, I'm chilling on prom.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I never went to prom, and I was going to. I was kind of in a situation where I was being forced to, whatever. And then COVID was honestly my fever dream. I was so fucking happy. I didn't do any work. Still
Right,
graduated.
bro.
If I had the choice, I would not have gone to graduation either.
Yeah.
Everything
Honestly.
was everything.
Especially for me, bro. I sat there for so fucking long as a
Dude,
P, man.
I was-
You're W.
Yeah,
never
come
mind.
on now.
I'm WR.
God. Oh, dude.
Yeah, at
that's
least
so
I was the
funny.
first W.
I was the
I did take a
fucking
nap though.
fifth to
Took a
last.
fat nap.
Dude, yeah. I just sat there the whole time on my phone.
Yeah, I played Clash
Watched
of
YouTube
Clans,
for a while.
Clash Royale actually.
Then finally walked up there, and then after I got my shit, went home, and I forgot the rest of the night.
No, yeah,
That's all I remember at graduation.
our
Yeah.
graduation night was fucking crazy. You were at my graduation night. and
That shit was fun.
Fucking we've told so many stories about that
Oh
at this
my
point. I
God.
don't feel like we need to, but holy fuck.
Presley was a wrestler that night.
Yeah, it was. And
WWE
me and Riley woke
Savage.
up the next morning with a cop at the window.
We should tell that. That's actually such a fun.
Have we never told that?
Not on here.
Really?
I don't think so.
Okay, so
I don't even know if we brought up this situation at all.
we went to Austin's house.
Yeah, field party.
I know I've talked about the wrestling out in the field.
Probably, yeah.
Basically,
not
I
looking
got
up.
fucked. So every time we went to Austin's house, somebody couldn't handle their alcohol
Got wrecked.
and would get fucked up. So everybody's attention's on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is the person we need to worry about. Well, they didn't
Presley's
think
turn.
about the fact that Presley was an alcoholic, and I would end up drinking basically a full bottle of vodka every single time with a 6 to 24 beers, somewhere in that range.
Yeah.
And that night
Cloud.
specifically, I was fucked up, and I would just I looked at somebody we were out in the field. Have you ever been to Austin's?
No, actually.
Okay,
Just a
so it's
big-ass
just a
field.
big ass field out by his house, probably I think 12 acres.
Probably
of
more.
just-
Probably 20.
yeah, just a fuck ton of land.
Nice.
So we all took our cars out there and we're parked because there's a fuck ton of people here, and there's basically a circle, and I was like, well, the light's perfect, so I just picked somebody out and just let's fucking go, and we just
You'd
started
be like, come on, bro.
yeah, just started
Come on, bro.
just started wrestling motherfuckers.
Motherfucker did with me. I was like, stop it. Stop. Okay. Probably 5 minutes of wrestling.
No, it was an hour.
Well, I meant for
me and you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I'm going through these people.
Yeah, this motherfucker.
By the way, Riley's a big ass football player,
Yeah.
prime condition.
Yeah, I was big.
And
man.
I feel like I handled myself pretty well there, especially
didn't-
because you weren't the first person I wrestled.
I also didn't want to hurt you, Presley.
I was also running through people.
Yeah,
So,
you were a
I would get
menace.
done, and it wasn't a break. It was next
next
person.
It was
come the fuck on.
so funny. Yeah, he'd get up and be like, who's next? Stumbling, grass all over his shirt. He's like, I'm fucking ready.
I woke up the next morning. So we party, whatever, and then me and Riley Riley came with me, so we're like, we'll sleep in my car. So we go to my car, roll the window down a little bit, just pass the fuck out. Cool. I actually had like multiple blankets in the car. Like,
weren't you like in your underwear?
Oh yeah, no. It's fucking Texas. I was hot as fuck.
I was shirtless. Like, we're just boys being boys, you know, just sleeping.
Speaking of which, I did wake up with like, I was wearing a white t-shirt and it was covered with like grass stains and blood, and it wasn't my blood, so I have no idea who I fucked up, but somebody did get fucked up.
Oh my god.
And I like, it's like 6 in the fucking morning.
Early,
on a Saturday after we graduate, like what the fuck ever, on private property, and I just hear little, and I was like, what the fuck? So like I opened my eyes and I was like, so I like closed my eyes back because I'm like, somebody's just like trying to wake me up, see what's going on, whatever, right? And then I just hear, I open my eyes, turn to my right, and there's a state trooper standing at my door.
Oh,
well, to your left.
Or no, to my right. It was on your side.
Oh yeah.
And I like.
Yeah, and you didn't fucking wake me up before you rolled the window down.
I rolled the window around and tapped you at the same time. You just took a second to process.
Yeah, so this motherfucker sets me the fuck up.
I didn't set him up.
Dude,
I just like,
this was the dirtiest shit ever you could have done. Like,
I was still drunk.
So, dude, like he says, he taps me as he's rolling down the window. Here's me. I'm like this. Fuck. Oh my god, I drank so much last night. Or no, I said I had so much last night. Look at the cop and I go, fun. I look at Preston and he's like, motherfucker. The cop's just standing there. So I get done saying that. I don't think he really like paid attention to it, but
yeah, but it was just like, I definitely heard it and I could feel my eyes go.
No, you should have seen my face too. I bet the officer was like holding back a laugh himself the way I just turned. I'm like, fun.
So like going back and rethinking the situation though.
And there's beer everywhere outside.
Yeah, at this point we're like parked in rows. Sam's in this.
It was still in the circle,
right in front of us.
So everyone else was still there?
Yeah, we're all just sleeping in our car.
Nothing changed. Yeah.
And
at least it wasn't just y'all, bro.
No, it was a circle.
No. We're like in the very back right. We are the furthest away from the gate this cop entered. And he comes up to our fucking car. Mind you, I woke up multiple times throughout the night because we're sleeping in a car and it's hot as fuck outside. Yeah. And one of the times I woke up probably like an hour before this, and Sam crawls out of the back seat of one of the cars in front of us, takes a piss, and instead of opening the door and getting back in, crawls back through the window.
Fucking Sam, dude.
That he crawled out
Sounds
of.
about right.
Yeah. And so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So we talked to the cop for a second, and he said, oh, y'all were just the first people I saw. So that's the reason I walked to y'all. And he's like, do you know where y'all have permission to be here, right? I'm just making sure y'all have permission to be here. I don't care what y'all did. Just like, y'all have permission to be here, right? I'm like, yeah. Car's not on, cool. So like we're not in trouble. Like the car, I turned the car off. Not even thinking about the cops. I just didn't want to waste gas. I didn't.
Yeah, facts. Oh yeah, especially like sitting there all night too.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, yeah, the homeowner's in that car right there, which he then looks at me in response, no, it's just a couple of girls in that car. And I was like, really? I didn't think about it at the time, but like coming back on it, I was like, this motherfucker told us we were the first person he saw, but he knew people were in that car right there. But yeah, they ended up.
I think cop's just a little low key sexist.
Yeah,
he's like, yeah, I didn't want to talk to those girls.
But Austin was in the fucking car right there, so like, I think he was just in the back seat. But that's fair. They ended up getting it handled, and nobody got in trouble or anything.
Cop was cool. It was just like, what the fuck?
And there's no telling. Like I know for a fact there was like alcohol and weed. There's no telling what the fuck was going. What else was good? There was like probably 100 people there that night. Damn. Maybe a little less.
I don't know about 100, but
between the field and the house,
I'd say like 50. 100's a little extreme.
Well, there was a bunch of us out in the field, and then you had like a little garage field house thing. There were a bunch of people in there, and then there were a bunch of people in the house.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, it wasn't just our class either. Like it was...
Like I was there, I wasn't.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people from the class below us,
just
too.
Like friends and shit.
Yeah, above. So like I guarantee you we were pushing 100. Not everybody that morning might have been there, but So there's no telling what was going on throughout the night.
Yeah.
Fortunately, mine was just alcohol. I mean, I was beyond fucked up.
After Brock's graduation, I was like doing shit in Weatherford, and Brock had finished graduating or whatever. And so I went out to their graduation because, like, I went to school out there. There was a lot of my homies and stuff like that. And I showed up to my friend's house, and everybody had already been drinking for a while. And they were like, yo, you got to catch up. So I shotgun a couple beers. And then Johnny, our guitarist for Power 75, he gets out a handle of Tito's to pour us some shots.
Ooh.
So I just popped the filter out, and I was like, I'll catch up, you know. I'll just, like, take a quick little chug or something. So I started going, and everybody's, like, chanting me on. So I'm just, like, keeping on. Everyone's telling me, keep going. And I finished, like, over, like, 4/5 of his handle.
Oh, my God.
Like, in one go.
4/5 of a fifth, baby.
Yeah. And so I just remember right after that, I was like, I got to go call my ride right now and tell them what time to be here and tell them the address. And I remember walking outside, started to call my buddy. And as soon as he answered the phone, my phone died. So I walked out back to ask if anyone had a charger.
The seconds were ticking.
And I just forgot the rest of the night. Don't remember getting to the backyard. Don't remember waking up. Don't remember anybody putting me on the couch. My shirt was off with a wet towel on my back.
Oh, no.
Like, don't even know what happened that night.
So here's the problem.
That's a rough night, but
I would do what you did, except nobody was chanting me on. I just did it myself.
Yeah, Presley was just fighting demons.
Yeah, no, I was fighting demons after that, but before, no, I was fine. Everybody just wanted me to drink. But
Yeah,
I used to call myself a tank, though, with drinking, and so I think people kind of got that in their mind that I can drink a lot and that I should every time. And so
That's how
I never got, like, a good drunk, you know? I only ever got
really sick.
fucking shit on. Like,
Well, yeah, like I broke a wiffle ball bat over Jameson's back because he wouldn't give me a hug.
oh, yeah.
I was a very nice drunk until you pissed me off, and then I was like, "Yeah, we're just
Presley
gonna
could flip on a
fucking
dime.
fight right here."
That's one thing.
I don't remember it. Like I don't remember.
Yeah.
I just like most of the stories that I know from when I'm drunk are either on video
Yeah, I
Or
either get
s-
videos or shit people told me.
or shit people told me exactly, and I was like, basically, I ended up being like a class. Like I'd show up to school fucked up all the time, which is why I said like I don't understand how I never got bridge. Like I would.
Yeah,
I was high all the time.
I never did. I mean,
I was high all the time at school, and no one fucking knew.
I hit my like vape at school, and I would have a vape at school, but I didn't even smoke until
I got caught with the vape.
I didn't smoke until after we got released for COVID, and then like I was like, oh, we're out for the rest of the year. I'm graduating. It's not like I'm gonna go to school high and get in trouble, you know? Like, what are they gonna do? Tell me over email, hey Gavin, I can sense that you're high. So
We just really think you're going down the wrong path, and our school district doesn't tolerate this kind of behavior.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give you DAEP, and it's still gonna be over Zoom.
But you're gonna fucking hate it. We're gonna sit there for 5 hours and do nothing. You're just gonna stare into the camera.
COVID really was a blessing, though. Honestly,
I fucking lived it up during COVID. Everyone was indoors. I was out and
I
about.
was never.
I was
indoors.
not. I stayed home and
I was crazy once.
did nothing. God damn it, we're not doing this.
Y'all do that out here too. We had a guy. So I mean, I've always like heard that. We had a guy at my job named Chris who would always say that and go through the whole thing, but he would do it over and over and over again for like,
Yeah, that's a joke.
not even kidding you, like an hour and a half, 2 hours on end.
Jesus.
Like any time that he would do it, so much that you would like wanna.
I've done it for like a 5-minute
commit.
span, and then I got upset with myself.
Yeah, yeah. I can't go on past like the third time it's saying.
Once
But
it
he
came
would
back,
just-
I had like never heard it before. Like
Really?
until Riley did it to me once, and I was so beyond confused. I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And then he did it to me, and like 2 days later, one of my coworkers walked up to me and he was like, "Crazy?" I was crazy once, and I was like, "God damn it!" Okay, so it's a thing. Like it's a real thing.
I didn't
you know?
just make it
Unfortunately,
up.
bro, it is.
It's the most random thing ever, but I fucking low-key love it until it's actually done.
Yeah, until someone's saying it for an hour and a half straight, and then you actually start to realize you're going crazy, and you're like, "Oh!"
And I'm gonna get locked in a room with
am I about
rats.
to hurt somebody right now? Like it's like that.
Am I
You
gonna
hear
be
that
friends
shit?
with rats right now?
It's. I mean, it is. It's funny, but like
To an extent.
exactly to an extent, in the right moment,
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
But for him, it was every time. Anytime that somebody said the word crazy, it set him off, and he would just go forever.
Especially in Cali,
He's a
because
homie. Like he's
See, it's funny if it's like every time someone says crazy, he's like crazy, but then like drops it.
No, yeah, he wouldn't though.
I had a coworker that was like that. He wouldn't drop it. He would like take it.
You would just hear like somebody could say crazy all the way across the restaurant. You'd hear
Crazy.
crazy. I was crazy once, and then you just knew like, oh, okay, now's the time I'm gonna go outside, hit my vape, go to the gas station, get a Red Bull, and not be here.
and then
I really would. I would leave the restaurant.
jump off the top of the building.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thought about it a couple times.
Get a little crazy.
See, especially in Cali though, because it's like all the stoners out there. They're like, "Damn, bro, that's crazy."
Insane because I just show up like
Feeling crazy.
not high. I'd never show up high to work, but I'll get in there and I'll just be like not having it at all, and then he'll start it, and I'll just have to disappear, bro. I can't stay there. Like I can't. I would just be like really pissed off for the rest of my shift. I don't know why. It would set me off, but it just would, because I knew that he wouldn't stop.
You're not fucking crazy.
And the thing that like was the worst about it is that he would see that it was annoying people, and so he would go and start saying it louder, like around those people to annoy them.
God.
It was like that. Yeah, it was.
Those people.
Fuck you, Chris.
I mean,
Naming names.
when you're not the one getting absolutely fucking drilled where you want to put a drill in your head, it can be funny with coworkers like that.
Yeah.
They're like, this is obviously bugging them. Let me fuck with them. Like that could be funny, but when
But
you're
his
the
problem
one,
was
You got to
just
know when to stop.
Yeah. That was it. He just didn't know when to stop. Like it would be funny. Somebody would be mad. They go up. Somebody would laugh about it. He would see that they laughed and be like,
Crazy.
"Oh my gosh, this is my time to shine."
I was crazy once.
Everybody's gonna laugh now.
Hold on. Listen to this. They locked me in a room with rats. And rats make me crazy. Oh my God, it's going to come one more time. Crazy? No, this shit
Oh, I remember that shit though.
speaking,
I'm glad it's taken its decline already. Let's just say that.
speaking of not getting high at work, I actually do have a story.
He's like, I do get high at work, actually.
No, I don't. I'm not a big weed guy.
Absolutely toasted, blasted, and smashed.
Not a big weed guy.
Since
I had to
it's
pass a
legal in
drug test.
California, so
I had to pass the drug test, but I passed the drug test.
Gangster.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
I remember when I
Presley literally doesn't smoke, and he's like worried about the drug test.
I was. No, I literally was. Like,
Goofy as
there is something about like that moment. I'm like,
Yeah.
I have not smoked weed like at that time.
It's like if you like drive around a cop, you know, like or say there's a cop
I'm not
following
doing
behind
anything,
you, you're like nervous the whole
I don't
time.
want to do anything
It's
either.
like-
Yeah.
I know for a fact I have done 0 drugs, and for some reason I'm like, it's gonna come back and it's gonna say that I did methamphetamine.
It's like, oh, there's opioids in my system. What?
It's in the air.
Didn't know that was a drug.
well, here it might be.
Yeah, low key. Shit, with all the bad air quality warnings.
But when I worked at Wingstop back in the day,
Oh, those were
all
good
right,
days.
Man, I remember seeing you in there. That was probably the last time I saw you.
Yeah,
You probably
It
saw
was
me
probably in a Wingstop, possibly with you too.
Yeah.
well, there was this at the time I was working with Braden.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Braden's come up in a couple episodes now.
I mean,
Yeah, I wasn't working with you when you were with Braden. though.
Yeah,
I grew
so
up with
this is-
him like literally our entire childhood. Lived down the road from each other. A couple
So
houses.
I had
Personally.
never smoked, and then Braden got me to smoke. Braden and Michael Nelson got me to smoke,
Yep.
and then
Of course they did.
proceeded for the next like month to just smoke, like, because they knew if they said like, just fucking do it, you pussy, I
Yeah,
would
bro.
fucking do it. So like first time smoking, I did like 2 whole bowls without even fucking thinking, and it didn't really affect me. So
Is that beginner's
I mean,
trial?
no, like I felt it, but it didn't like.
It wasn't like
No,
crazy.
the thing is it's like kind of actually a thing where the first time a lot of people
No, that's
smoke,
what I've
they
been
don't
told.
feel anything.
That's what I've been told because
Yeah.
I was also drunk, so I was like fucked up. That's how they got me to do it because they knew I would never do it.
And also, a lot of times, like people are nervous going into it the first
Yeah.
time they smoke
Kinda
too.
fucks
So I
up
feel
the-
like you don't really notice the effects as much because you're always in your head.
Yeah.
There's something about it though, but it's a thing.
So like
Yeah.
I smoked, and that's what they were telling me. It was like, one, I'm drunk, so I'm still fucking having a good time,
Yeah.
but we were riding fucking an 4-wheeler with a trash can tied to the back, and
Genius.
yeah, of course.
Great times.
And I was like, well, these people are coming up and they have no skin on their fucking legs, and I'm in shorts. I'm not doing that.
Oh, yeah.
However, I'll get on the back. I'd already smoked at this point, and I was like, I still don't feel like the effects of being high. I'm drunk. Like, let's have a fucking good time. Then I got on the back of the four-wheeler, like not on the trash. I'm just sitting on the back of the four-wheeler, like facing the person, and the hills.
Straddling.
The hills are like this, and they're like literally flying 10 feet in the fucking air and landing. And like the fact that nobody broke a bone or anything that when we did this shit was crazy.
Pretty impressive.
But the first time, Braden was on the back, and the first time fucking landed, bounced like 3 feet in the air, and like caught himself and like slid almost in front of the four-wheeler. And I started fucking dying laughing for the next 30 fucking minutes. I could not stop laughing.
You get caught in the cycle.
I almost fell off the back of the fucking four-wheeler because I could not stop laughing. I had to make Austin stop the fucking four-wheeler so I could stand up for a second and try to catch my breath because I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard.
That happened with me.
So I was like,
That's when I take edibles, bro.
I was like, this is what being...
stop laughing
I can't stand being high anymore. Like, it's fucking horrible. But at the time, it was my first time. It was like, damn, this shit kind of tight. Like, it just made me really happy, which I at the time wasn't really ever happy. So it was like, yeah, this is kind of a vibe. And then, so me and Braden would like, we had a class off campus, and we would just go smoke. Like, fuck it, dude. And then come back to school stoned as fuck. No, I didn't say that though.
Never.
And so we went. This is like the third time I've ever smoked. All of these times to this point where Braden, I was like, yeah, he knows what I'm doing, right? So like we get to a person's house. I can tell you later because you definitely know who it is. And there's a bunch of good stories with that too. But I smoke a whole bowl. We go back to school. We finish out the day. And then me and Braden have to be at work at 4. So we go back. We're at work. We both pull up a little early. And he's sitting in the parking lot. I walk over to his car. We smoke another bowl. Well, then that night, we were the manager that was on shift that night, him and his buddy would go out and smoke, then come back in. And then we were like, well, if they're going to go out and smoke, let's fucking go smoke again. It's like 7 o'clock at this point. I smoke again. About 5 minutes later, I'm like, God damn, I feel like shit. I've smoked like at least 2 grams of weed at this point, and it's my 3rd, 4th, and 5th time smoking.
Yeah.
I fell asleep at the register, sitting down on a chair, fell asleep. They all knew I was high.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, what the fuck ever. Let's just handle this the right way. They all knew what they were doing. They're all fucking class A stoners, honestly. And so they take me and they're like, you just can't be at the front. Got to figure it out. So what do? I walk into the walk-in cooler, which sits at about 30 fucking degrees. I remember this. And I take a hour-and-a-half nap until we close. And then wake up. Oh, well, before that, actually, before I took a nap in the cooler, I went to the bathroom and threw up for about half my body weight in water. Yeah. And that's when they said, yeah, you're definitely greened out.
You definitely greened out.
Yeah, like I'm definitely
for
greened
sure.
out. And I'm like, I feel like shit. I go to the fucking cooler and I take a nap in the cooler, wake up, do this, all this. And I'm like, I think I smoked like 2 or 3 times after that. And like since then.
We had a few times.
Since then. Well, almost a whole year later, me and Riley smoked, and then the next morning I woke up because we both, smoked, slept in. Next morning I woke up and Juice WRLD fucking died, and Juice WRLD was like my favorite fucking artist.
Yeah, that was rough.
I already like started hating weed at this point because it was like I started getting that spinny feeling.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, like I do like very little shit. Like I'll go get the fucking Delta 8. Yeah. Whatever, and like there was one, it was like 12 milligrams, and I was like, that sounds like a lot. Yeah, Braylee's like, that's fucking nothing, and it's Delta 8. Like, chill the fuck out. I'd eat like half of it, and it makes me like full on like miserable sick. Like, damn, I fucking cannot stand it. It's
I don't do those like Delta 8 ones out here.
I don't do any of it.
Everybody in California that I've talked to at every dispensary is like, yeah, that shit's horrible for you.
Well, I mean, I've only done it like 2 or 3 times. Yeah. Like, I'm like, doing anything to harm my body or anything. It's just like, fuck, it's miserable. And it's the same way, like, also not going to name names, but they brought edibles from Phoenix here one night, and I took it, and I didn't take like near as much as everybody else, but I
Yeah.
literally had to call into work the next day because it made me so sick. Like, it just makes
Yeah.
me so sick
Damn.
now. Like, I'm just not.
That sucks.
That sucks.
So
Probably
if
if I drink, honestly.
well, dude, I can fucking get down with some alcohol, but
I like a little bit of both. What can I say? I have a problem.
maybe that's what I need. I need to. Maybe,
I need help.
Maybe I need to try just getting crossed again because that was by far. Because anytime I've done just weed,
It mellows itself out really well, like counter.
anytime
Counters
it's just
itself
weed,
out.
it's fucking horrible. And I also hate the taste of weed, like
That's
just
fair.
straight weed. I fucking hate it. Like, it makes me almost throw up every time.
Honestly, everybody always says that. I don't know why. I love that.
I feel like it's an experience.
there's
thing,
like a very.
'cause
I think
like
there's
it too, but I've been
no
doing
in
it.
between. Like, I feel like it's either you fucking
Yeah.
you're like me and it repulses you, or you love it and it's
Yeah.
like really
Yeah.
good to you.
The thing is, though, when I like would first start smoking, like that taste thing was there for me too. Like, would smoke and feel like absolute shit sometimes, but like it's also a matter of like getting past that and doing it enough to where it doesn't hurt your body so much like that.
Which is also crazy because I've only smoked weed a handful of times.
So I'm saying, like, you still got like practice to do.
And the funny thing is, I have smoked weed or consumed weed any possible way you can do weed. Like, no,
Have you ever
dude.
GB'd?
yeah.
Have you ever used
the
gas
first
mask?
time, the second
You
time,
taking dabs?
yes, actually with
Have you ever
Cole. That shouldn't surprise you.
Have you ever done it with a gas mask?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Braden. But dude, I smoked with Braden. Like,
That's true.
Oh, so Braden and I,
That's true.
2 years ago or something like that, for New Year's Eve, we went to someone's house to hang out, and they had this, like, I don't know what it was actually used for, but it was like a vaporizer, but you could put your butt in it.
I've seen those.
Yeah.
And it's like the volcano,
dude,
and it's got
we
the
had
long
that,
tube.
We had one of those in
Oh,
college.
hookah.
No, sorry, it's like a long airbag.
You control it with like your fucking with an iPad. Is it that one?
No, so ours, we like had to set it to a certain temperature.
Okay.
You let it heat up, put your stuff in, and then you put this big ass plastic bag. It's like a 15-foot long plastic bag,
Oh, and it filled the
and
bag
it
up?
fills the bag up with smoke.
Oh,
Oh,
that's so
okay.
cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
Dude, it
See,
was pretty-
the one that I'm talking about, it looks like a little lava lamp, and you control it with the fucking
Oh yeah,
iPad.
so
Damn.
for like dabs.
You can do it with dabs or weed.
Yeah. So they have those like the
I don't remember what it's called, but we literally
I
like.
don't remember either.
I did smoke a little bit in college, but like we literally hotboxed the entire dorm, like a 3-story dorm with this fucking thing,
God
and it
damn.
wasn't even like we were smoking for like maybe 15 minutes.
Damn.
There's this one of my buddies had the looked like a vape, like a handheld vape. But
Yeah.
you put dry bud in, like flour
Yeah.
in, and you can control it from your phone too, or
I've
just
got one
on
of
the
those in
thing.
California.
Oh, it was so sick, and it was like the nicest, like smoothest hit ever too.
Yep. I've got
Really
one just
fucking
like that,
good.
bro.
Oh my god, it was awesome.
And it like vaporizes it too, so it's like it's not as harmful for your
That's what I'm saying,
lungs
like, it's
'cause you're
super
not
smooth.
incinerating.
Yeah, that
anything.
too. The health wise.
It's
Yeah,
just
see-
like vaporized.
See,
Yeah.
I'm not like against weed because everybody's like, well, if you don't smoke weed, you're probably against it. I'm like, I'm not against it. In fact,
Yeah.
like in college, I was doing it a little bit. Like I didn't really smoke, but this dude gave me like this banana chocolate edible, and that one was like a very mellow feeling. Like
Right.
it wasn't near as powerful. However, I did get really hungry one time and go get Sonic, and a cop tailed me all in the like. The
That
Sonic
shit
was like
bugs
a
you out.
mile away, and I drove to the Sonic, and there was a cop behind me, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna fucking go to jail. Like, I'm fucked. Yeah, I was on the phone with Braylee, and I was freaking the fuck out. But yeah,
With nothing in your possession.
yeah.
The last time I lived down here, it was the night before I was like leaving actually to move out to California, and I was with Johnny, and we had smoked in the car earlier that day with one of our homies, and then we went back to my apartment, and I packed us a joint, and we brought it to Harburger Hill, and we went and smoked up there. I don't know if y'all have ever been up there in Weatherford. It's like the lookout over Weatherford.
with the
Oh,
water
yeah,
tower.
yeah, with the water
Where we
tower.
took pictures and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
We raced.
So we went up there and we smoked a joint, and like luckily we just flicked the rest of it, like the little roach or whatever. It's environmentally safe. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's biodegradable. But
Joint paper.
but we pull out, and I was driving his car. Right, we're high. We're in his car. It smells like weed, and I was the one driving. And it was like 1:30 in the morning, probably. And we pulled out of there, and we pulled out onto Fort Worth Highway. Right, like right over the bridge. And as soon as I pull out, I see him across, waiting to pull
Like
out
where
from the
the
other
jail is?
side. Yeah. And so, we were coming out from the jail side, and he was coming out from the opposite side. And so I saw him, and I knew, I was like, we're the only car on the road. He's going to get behind us. But I was like, I'll drive safe. I'm cool.
Right.
As soon as he gets behind us, and I let Johnny know that he's behind us, he's like, dude, my registration's out.
Oh.
He's like, I have the tag, or I have the papers here that it's done. I'm just waiting to get my tags in. Fuck. So I was like, so if we get pulled over, it's clear, right? And he's like, yeah, we're good.
Except for the fact that
the car reeks weed. And so we do. He pulls up behind us, and he's following us, right? And I go to turn, like, there are Albertsons to go down Santa Fe, because I live just right off Santa Fe. It's literally right around the corner. The apartment's right there by the First Monday grounds. And I go to turn, and as soon as I start turning, I have my blinker on and everything, so I know he didn't do anything wrong, but he lit me up as soon as I turned. So I turned in that Tiger Mart or whatever, and they fucking pull us over. Sure enough, he walks up. He's like, just want to pull you over because your registration's out. I'm also noticing now that it smells like marijuana. Is there anything in the car? We're like, no, sir. Nothing in here. He's like, all right, well, I am going to have to ask you guys. Go ahead and step out. Fucking calls 2 more cops up, right? 2 more cars pull up. We're in this fucking Tiger Mart.
What else is going on in Weatherford at 1:30 in the morning?
Right. And so there's 3 of them there. They've got us over. They asked to search the car. They already searched us, right? We had nothing else. I had like vapes on me, and I wasn't 21 at the time, but they didn't give me any shit for it. They didn't even say a thing about it. But
that's good.
They searched the car, and luckily I had forgot. The whole time in my head, we still had the weed in the back, like in the trunk. And so I was freaking the fuck out the whole time. I forgot that we'd taken everything out and put it in the apartment before we left again.
Thank God.
And the only thing that we had was that joint that we flicked. So they searched the car, and they were like, anytime it smells like weed, guys, 11 times out of 10, they're going to pull you out of your car. They're going to search you. Like, you're going to get in trouble for it. They're like, we'll be chill tonight because it's late. And I told them that I was, like, flying out to California in the morning because we had been, like, after they started searching the car, and because they searched the trunk first, that was the first thing that they opened. And so once they went through it, I was like, oh, fuck, thank God. I forgot that we took everything out. So, like, I had, like, had a little moment of relief, and then we started talking to the 2 other policemen that weren't searching the car and just, like, fucking off, basically, just talking shit.
Yeah,
like,
Weatherford's
shit.
pretty chill.
Yeah.
It's when you get out here, like Willow Park, Hudson Oaks,
They suck.
Benbrook, fucking all that,
Yeah.
all this area, like the strip down 20, just fucking dickheads. They're all like, they're gonna get you for anything.
They literally told us, they were like, you know, go to the gas station, you can buy a little can of Ozium that costs like $7.
Oh
yeah,
no,
and
Ozium's
it
a
will
lifesaver.
change
I
your life.
swear.
And we already
Ozium's a
knew
lifesaver.
about that. We just didn't have any. But I was like, oh, thank you so much, officer. Because they were like, well, you know, we smell the weed in here. Are you guys high right now? And so I didn't want them to think that we had just smoked. So I was like, no, sir. And he's like, well, why does it smell like weed in here? And so I was like, well, to be completely honest, we smoked earlier today, like maybe 10, 11 hours ago, like in the morning. And he was like, oh, so you did smoke? And I was like, yes, officer. It was Delta 8. I pulled off the Delta 8 shit. And he was like, okay, well, yeah, I just got to be a lot more safe with that. And wait till you're 21. And I was like, yes, sir, officer. I apologize. And we just left.
Yeah, most of the time you can get away with that. Like, obviously, if you don't have a bunch of shit on you.
Yeah.
If you're just, like, respectful and cool.
But yeah, but we were just chill. Like, they wanted to search the car. We're like, yeah, go for it, man.
Every time I've gotten pulled over in Weatherford, I've been fine.
Yeah.
Then I got pulled over in fucking Benbrook, and I was definitely speeding, but they radared the car next to me, so they got me for 21 over when I was only going like
Dang.
15 over, and the ticket price is about $200 difference. So fuck
Damn.
you, Benbrook.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize you could challenge it because I was like, they were like, technically, like I found out after I paid everything in defensive driving and whatnot, they were like, yeah, you could actually challenge that. You could have knocked the ticket down. I was like, well, I mean, I was guilty of speeding. Like, I know I was speeding. I admitted to him when he pulled up. I was like, yeah, I was speeding.
Yeah.
But they were like, yeah, but you could have challenged the speed. I was like, motherfucker. I would definitely would have done it. Like, would have saved so much time and money, but, you know, whatever.
We actually got pulled over, me and my buddy Jackson and Matthew. Remember Jackson Neal and Matthew Friedel? Mm-hmm. Okay, we were coming back from...
I still talk to Jackson all the time.
Yeah, they're pretty chill.
Yeah.
But we were coming back from, like, downtown Fort Worth or something like that, and we were literally right directly across from Drake's Yoke. And we got lit up.
That little area, yeah.
Yeah, we were in, like, the slow lane or whatever, and there was a cop in the middle lane, and then there was somebody, like, or nobody in the other lane. So Jackson got behind the cop, and then he gets over to go past the cop, but we're already going, like, 2 miles above the speed limit or something like that. We're going, like, 72, 73.
Yeah,
but we were, like, pacing with the cop, right? But he started to pass him, and I was in the back seat, and I was yelling, that's a cop, that's a cop, that's a cop. Don't pass him, don't pass him, don't pass him. And he's like, no, it's not, dude. Passes him. She slams on her fucking brakes, gets right behind us, pulls us over immediately, gave us a ticket.
Which is stupid because you're in the left passing lane.
And the lady actually turned out to be...
Megan's mom?
Megan's mom. Yep.
It's always Megan's mom.
It was
That's
fucking
so
Matthew's
funny.
girlfriend's mom.
It is
They were
always
dating
Megan's
at the
so
time.
funny.
Yeah, it's always Megan's mom.
That's so funny.
See, so you know about her over here. Okay, yeah.
I haven't
Fuck
got.
that bitch.
I have.
My girlfriend don't like her.
She's a piece of shit. That's what she is, bro.
That's what I've heard.
I never got-
Crazy.
I've never got pulled
what
over
I've
by
heard.
her mom, but
I would
her
definitely.
mom. I think my mom does her mom's hair.
I could fight one lady, bro.
I think my mom does her mom's hair.
Fucking Medusa, bro. Curling them snakes or something.
Which
I
one?
don't. I don't like that lady.
Her mom.
Megan's mom, yeah,
Or
or
Megan.
Megan. They're both crazy psychotic. I don't know if y'all know anything.
I haven't heard good stuff about
Man,
Megan.
they are psychotic. Holy
Yeah.
shit! I can't go into detail for homie reasons, but
I won't go into detail either, except
Jesus.
like my girlfriend, for example, she literally like made horrible shit up about her,
Oh yeah,
like drug use and stuff like that.
I feel like
Megan will do anything for.
that's
any
all the
attention.
bitches in Weatherford. Look,
Yeah, no,
So,
Weatherford's got some.
Weatherford. Moral of this whole podcast: Weatherford fucking sucks.
Yeah, a little
bro,
bit.
I'm like trying to move back and shit, bro. Since I've been back, everything has just been like, everything that I've noticed or like started to remember. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot.
This place fucking
Fucking hate
blows.
this.
Yeah, this place is really not it.
That must mean you really fucking hate where you're at now.
Yeah, California is just.
God damn.
It's a sick vacation place. I think the biggest thing for me is that where we live now, Huntington Beach, that was where we went to vacation as
So-
kids. Like, that was our vacation beach, you know, we go spend the week out there
Mm-hmm.
every summer or whatever, and now, like, we're living there. And it's totally sick, right? Like, I mean, everybody wants to live at their vacation spot, but honestly, once you get there,
It's like you're there every day,
and then
with
you
the
realize,
excitement.
yeah, exactly, because now it's not a vacation.
It's
Now
just
you're
normal.
there just living life. And
Which can
living
sound
life
feel-
sucks.
Which can sound conceited as fuck, but I totally get that. Because, like, we're in Fort Worth now, and, like, me and my girlfriend, when we first moved from Weatherford to Fort Worth, that's a big change.
Yeah.
But now it's just, like, the everyday thing. Like,
And
being
that's for
around
me, like,
everywhere. And
I'm a really like simple person when it comes to stuff like that. That's why
Yeah.
I liked Weatherford before. I mean, now Weatherford's honestly fucking booming. Like,
Yeah.
the traffic just yesterday and like the middle of the day, I was like, bro, what is it? It's a Tuesday.
It sucks.
I
What's going
avoid
on?
Main Street at all costs. I
Yeah,
fucking
it was
hate Main
That's
Street.
one thing that's nice about Fort Worth. There's a lot going on and a lot of traffic, but the traffic moves.
Yeah, it's like a normal thing, so it at least flows.
Like, yeah, it's flowing. It's not backed up when you're walking on the highway, you know?
Yeah. In California, dude, you get on those highways and
Oof.
I mean, you can put your car in park sometimes for
Wait,
over 5 minutes.
That's
Fort
what
Worth
I
only
was saying.
sometimes gets like that, luckily.
That's what I was about. That was actually a good question. I've always been like super curious about traffic, like
Yeah.
driving. Like, what's your longest drive? Like, what's your normal drive?
Oh, like my longest drive that I've made in California?
No, but
Really, like a one that you
Oh,
do
I see,
Yeah,
like
often.
a often one.
like an often one, yeah.
That just
So
sucks.
the one like now where I live and where I work, like I just take back roads so I can get there like pretty straight. But I worked in this place called Irvine, and I worked 15 miles, exactly 15 miles from like my fucking front
It was
door to
probably
the
like
front door of that building.
45-minute drive.
Every day on the way there, take about 45 minutes, yeah. But to go home, hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah. God.
Is
damn.
it so? It's just like this. So I mean, like,
Literally,
people living in LA are legitimately like losing.
money on gas?
No,
like, out the
no,
ass.
fuck the money on gas. I don't even care about that. I mean, half of them drive electric cars at this point, anyways.
you're right.
Oh, it's literally like you can look at 5 cars and now out there 3 out of the 5 are gonna be electric cars.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
but like, hours off their fucking lives. Like,
Oh yeah,
people
sitting in
Yeah.
traffic
are
Oh,
built in
God.
for like 4 hours
Yes.
at minimum, 4 hours a day.
Fuck
Which
that.
is
and that's
fucking
like
crazy.
a short drive for me, like 15 miles. Like for me to go to Irvine,
Well,
like
especially
I was only
living
going
out
to like the
here.
very front of Irvine too. Like for people, because that's like the business district of our like area of Orange County or whatever, and over there, that's the main business district where like most of the big corporate buildings and shit are. And so that's like where everybody goes to. So it makes the traffic like 10,000 times worse.
God.
Everybody coming from every direction.
Yeah, I've heard shit where it would be like a 2-mile drive and take you fucking 30
See, but
minutes.
that's what I was gonna ask. Was just like living there. Is it really as bad as everybody makes it out to be? But it sounds like it is.
Yeah, no, yeah. People out there, a lot of people out there love it. And but one thing I was talking to my bandmates about this last night actually. Everybody out there is weird.
They all want to be their own
Respectfully,
character.
Yeah, respectfully. I mean, like I got coworkers that are cool, but like everybody that I've met out there is just kind of over the top. Just in whatever it is that they do, they're like, I don't know.
Like,
Like
that's
people out there
them.
just got
That's
a
what they-
different energy. You know, I don't know what it is.
They're just all trying to be something.
Yeah.
I mean, can't hate the hustle, but
yeah,
I'm sure it's
weird. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got some homies out there that are like, they're still kind of weird, but you can respect their hustle, the stuff they do, the stuff they talk about, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's some people out there that you're just like,
what the fuck are
like
you on?
Delusional.
No, yeah, like literally, like there's people out there that are completely sober that you're talking to them and you're like, dude, are you tripping on shrooms right now?
And they're like, I'm just high on life, man.
Exactly, bro. Like, I got a homie who, I don't know if he'll ever see this, but he's been like going sober from drinking, right?
Right.
And he was like a big time drinker, big time partier, wanted everybody to party with him.
Yeah.
Well, now that he's gone sober, he's like he's flipped. Like, he still smokes, right? But he just doesn't drink.
You just don't
anymore,
recognize him anymore because you're used to him fucked up.
We went to a party like 2-3 nights before I came down here. And it was just with like all of our coworkers and shit. It was like 25, 30 people there maybe.
Yeah.
And everybody was drinking. Everybody was having a good time. They were going to play Rage Cage. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that.
I heard of it, but
It's
I
like
don't
a drinking
understand
game.
it. Yeah.
I had never heard of it either until then.
I've
I
only
don't
heard of
understand
it.
shit. All that I know is there's a bunch of drinks in a circle and there's one drink in the middle called Bitch Cup.
Yeah.
And it's got like
I know
anything that they want to put in it. Think like fucking any kind of alcohol, mix them all up.
Well, there's like
ketchup, mustard,
one of the
shit
rules
like
is
that.
like you add some to that middle cup, right?
Yeah, like as you
then
go, like
somehow
if
someone
you mess
gets
up
that.
or if you do something right, I think you have to like put something in it or something. I don't know.
You ever heard of Titanic?
No.
I haven't heard
Well,
of
like
that.
the Titanic, yes.
Well,
but
no,
the
like
game,
the
no.
The
game.
one that sank?
No, so basically you put a shot glass and you pour a glass of beer
Yeah.
and you put a shot glass in it with just like a tiny bit of liquor in it.
Oh, I think I have.
So like it
seen
stays
this.
floating up,
And
right?
then each person
Like pours it.
pours a little bit in there or a
Until it
lot. You can put,
sinks.
and then if you pour it and it's like Jingle basically.
Yeah.
If you pour it and it sinks, you have
That's
to
You have to
cool.
drink it.
Yeah,
That's
so you
actually not. A
I've
bad
never heard of that. That sounds super cool though.
Yeah,
Y'all
but
ever
like,
tried tabs? Not like okay. Hold on. This
Well.
is also a drinking game. This is also a drinking game. You like so you have like a deck of cards and you get a beer. You're supposed to get like a hot beer, like something gross, something like
Yeah.
that. What you're supposed to do is leave one outside.
what
Like,
is
let
it?
it get real hot.
I've heard it's called something different. I've never heard it called tabs, but I know exactly.
King's
what you're going-
Cup?
King's Cup. Yep.
Where you
Oh,
put
okay.
the
Yeah,
card
You put
under
the card
tab?
under the tab.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
yeah.
each card's
and
a
each
rule?
card means something like
And it-
Like waterfall or
Yeah.
girls drink, boys drink.
girls drink, boys drink.
And then
everybody
if the
drinks
tab
like
pops,
that.
whoever
If the
pops
tab pops,
the
you have to chug it.
Yeah, I was literally gonna say I love the game King's Cup.
I don't
after
like
you.
it.
That's fair.
I don't like.
I
it.
didn't realize
I've
it
only
was-
ever heard it called tabs,
It's-
but I've only ever played it like once.
It's
like
the
a-
fucking.
Oh, that's one of my
so-
games.
It's
I
the
love
fucking
it.
monopoly of. It just takes fucking forever.
King's Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It can, but at least you're like actively drinking.
but
throughout
you
it.
also
I
have.
guess, yeah,
there's
but-
also a set goal, like until the thing pops. Like it's not like it's not actually Monopoly style. Where like, holy fuck, we're gonna play this for a couple hours.
Well, no, it's not. I'd hope not, right? But like,
Obviously not.
Bro, you'd
Monopoly,
be
but
surprised
it's not
at some
that
of those
long.
games. You're like, this shit should have popped like 20
Right.
cards ago,
Yeah.
right?
It does happen, but I've never like gone more than like half a deck or something. You know.
Yeah,
oh, I've played and it's gotten well
Maybe
over half a
3/4.
deck.
that's fair. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've gotten over half a deck
We
too. It's pretty
played-
crazy.
I
We
feel like it's
played
just a
with
great way to
fucking-
get everyone going rowdy. You
We
know?
played
Yeah.
with fucking 20 people, bro, and it
Oh,
was
see, that's
fucking
obviously gonna take forever.
horrible. It
Yeah.
was so bad. Like,
yeah,
I bet the waterfalls were egregious.
I got there.
You're like on fucking gulp 5 on the waterfall, like, and there's still like 6 people having to finish their drink ahead of you.
Well, okay, so like,
Do you know what a waterfall is?
yeah. Whenever you have to like keep drinking until
Until the
Y'all have
person
it on
to
that
you.
one. Yeah, that one's deadly. I hate that one.
Yeah, that's fucked.
oh no, yeah, when we played it, because obviously, like, I'm in a college town with sub 2,000 people. And
You were going to Oklahoma State?
No, Murray State.
Oh, okay.
They're fucking tiny ass.
You moved to
college.
Murray?
I was always at Murray.
Who was it? Someone went there and played
Wait,
football,
is
right?
it Murray with the maroon colors?
No, that's the
Oh,
one
okay.
in Abilene or whatever.
That's the one I was thinking of.
maybe that's
Nah,
what
it
I'm
was a small ass town in Oklahoma. Like,
Okay.
fucking, you do nothing but party.
See, I remembered
basically.
you moved to another Oklahoma one. I just
No, I just stayed at the same one. I was at the same one.
no, I meant you moved to the Murray one. Weren't
Oh.
you at one before that?
No, I was always at Murray. Just straight to Murray.
Maybe I'm just thinking of you dropping out.
But basically, there was just fucking nothing. Like, it's a bunch of fucking nothing.
Yeah.
And
That was
so
Odessa.
it was like, yeah, we're just going to drink. So it was a whole baseball team playing games like this.
Yeah.
But the way you had to play was because these waterfalls would take so long. You literally had to have 3 beers sitting in front of you while you're waterfalling. Because if you run out, you got to keep going. So you just
Yep.
have to have that next one going. Like,
Jesus
Yep.
Christ.
Yeah, we didn't ever play with that many. Most probably
Neither
ever had
have
was
I.
like 10 or something like
we
that.
probably
most
spent
of us, like,
$1,000 a
5.
weekend on alcohol. It got ridiculous.
Had a little mini frat going.
I mean, we probably spent like, I remember one summer I was living with Matthew Friedel, and we probably spent like $2,500, $3,000 on alcohol, like just that summer. That was that summer that you came over to that party at Matthew's. It was a little kickback. It wasn't really a party. It was like you came with what the fuck is that kid's name? JC Holland.
Was that like when I got really blacked out? Because that was a long time ago. That was like,
dude, yeah, it was 15. A long ass time. Yeah,
like when I was a freshman, sophomore.
That's possible. Yeah,
that's when it was.
Yeah, I remember because
it was also Trinity.
Yeah, Trinity and Michael.
Yeah. Okay, I remember. Yeah, no, that was
pissed on Jackson in the bathroom, bro. Do you remember that?
Yes. Oh my god, that was fucked.
He passed out in front of the toilet. Right. Well, first things first. Anytime this man drinks, he's gonna pass out. Mm-hmm. He's gonna piss his pants. Mm-hmm. And his nose is going to bleed everywhere, no matter what. And
did that night
he's probably going to throw up.
I forgot his
nose bleeds any time that he drinks.
So weird.
Or at least then it did. And he was laying right in front of the toilet, though. Anytime somebody had to piss, like they had to try and either pee over him or go outside. And everybody's getting annoyed about it.
Oh, my God, it was bad.
So Riley and JC are drunk as fuck. And we're like,
I didn't do it.
Someone go piss on him. I don't remember who it was.
I think
it was either you or JC.
It wasn't me.
I remember being told about this.
It was probably
I just
JC.
remember Jackson's laying there getting pissed on. He got pissed on by like 3 people that night.
That was fucked up.
It was like Michael, JC, and Matthew.
No, I know I didn't do that because I would have, like in my head, I was like, if someone did that to me, they're fucking dying.
Dude, right? I mean, I can't lie. I was like telling people
it was funny as fuck.
We were all drunk.
You were also kind of rowdy back then.
Jackson had also already had a big ass party foul once too. Already that night, he ate like a shit ton of like these green like zombie Takis, right?
Oh,
and he drank too much and it made him sick. Well, he threw that shit up everywhere. Ooh. Got on Trinity, got on Michael's shoes, got all over the bed. Point?
I think that happened before we.
I think it was like right before you guys got there.
And I think I remember y'all because
everything happened with that, and then that's whenever we started to move into the bathroom.
Well, we came and Jackson was plastered. Yeah. Was it you that told me to chug the Fireball and the green apple handles?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Oh my god! So
much else from
the specialty of this night to me is that it was the first night I ever blacked out.
Oh, that's fair.
So I'll give a little breakdown of that. Same night, pissing happened. But we show up and we had the like lime fusion drinks, beers,
the Michelob Ultra.
It's like the only beer I would drink.
Cactus Lime,
good as fuck. So I had probably like 4 of them to start off, and then I see a bottle of Green Apple Crown first. And it's like untouched. Like I don't even think it'd been opened yet.
Yeah.
If like hardly was drinking. So I grab it and someone, I'm pretty sure it was you, was like, bet you won't chug it, pussy.
It probably sounds like me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was you.
I was really big into peer pressuring homies to drink way too much. I had it happen to me though too. So like, it's fair.
Right. No, it was I'm glad you did.
I've always said peer pressure is okay as long as you partake too.
Right.
Exactly.
And he was fucked up. So
yeah, and I always drank.
So I chugged that Crown. And I guess to the point where they're like, all right, dude, chill. Like
we want some of the bottle.
Yeah, literally. And I if not damn near drink half the bottle in the one go. And so I chill for a second. I'm obviously getting kind of sloshed, but I've always been one to handle it. So I'm there, but I'm not like blacked out, you know? But then I see a Fireball bottle, a big old juicy, clean, unopened Fireball bottle.
Disgusting, by the way.
What does Riley do? He asked, "You think I'm going to chug this?" Does not even get told. I say, "Bet I won't." I don't even think I got a response. And I opened that bitch. Same fucking story. Start chugging that shit. I don't remember if I got told to stop or whatnot, but I let go. I let go. It was rough.
That night was a blur for sure. I just like remember going outside like 3-4 times to pull the trigger.
Oh my god, everything after 2 was just a mess because I got told about it.
I remember the next day, Matthew and I got in a shit ton of trouble because Paul had walked into the room and it already reeked of alcohol in there. Right, we had the fucking closet full of beer cans and boxes. We went through like 4 or 5 24 packs of Michelob.
Those are the best nights.
Bottles, fucking 40s of Bud Light and shit like that. We had those there, and so the fucking closet is full of them all over the ground, right? And so Paul walks in and he's like, "Smells like a fucking frat house in here." Starts yelling at us, and we had a Red Bull, a like white Red Bull. You know the big Red Bull coolers that look like the cans.
Mm-hmm.
We had one of those. It was one of the white ones.
I remember that. Yeah.
And so we
I
had.
thought it was so cool.
It had like 2 racks, right? One that sat on top of the other. So the one on the bottom, we kept our beer down there so that we can get some cold, and then we would put a rack on top and fill it with waters, so you couldn't see under it. Well, Paul went in and he opened up our mini fridge, and we'd still had like half a bottle of like Captain Morgan or something like that from the night before, and he took that. Goes over to the fucking Red Bull thing,
I remember this.
pulls out the beer, takes it, throws it down, starts yelling at us, freaking out, and then walks over and like out of a fucking movie, bro, opens up the closet door and beer cans just fall out at his feet. And I just remember he like took us out to the living room, starts screaming at us or whatever, and like going crazy. And he starts getting mad at me because one thing, like, I was so close with that family that they always told me, like, when you get here, like, don't knock, come in, you know? Like, we're not going to get up to get the damn door for you. Come in the damn house.
Yeah, that's how it was at
So I'm like that, you know? So I always walk in. Well, Paul starts yelling at me about, you need to start knocking on the damn door before you come in my fucking house. I just remember Matthew's mom just turns to him and snapped on him, like standing up for us, because she was the one that all the time bought us all of our alcohol.
I remember
she knew what
Matthew's
was going on
mom.
in the house. Like, whenever we were in COVID and we had to do our assignments, if we did a certain number of our assignments during the week, Lonnie bought us bottles each for the weekend so that we could party.
She was cool as fuck.
Or she would buy us cases and shit like that, or fucking Jewel Pods, whatever it was, bro.
That's funny.
But oh man,
That night was fucked. After I started drinking that Fireball, it just went downhill.
It's okay. The
I
word
don't remember anything
Fireball.
after that.
Well, what's crazier, before like you tell your story, I don't want to interrupt you. I fucking beer bonged afterwards too.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
we had
dude,
the
that was
skeleton,
that
was-
skull, and the skeleton.
Literally-
that night that
beer
you were
bonged as well.
describing reminds me of like the night before I wrecked in college.
Oh, Jesus.
And I drank. So me and my buddy, we had one of the kids on the team had a fake ID, but he was like, he was about to turn 21 anyways. But
Yeah.
he's the homie, right? And this is just a random ass like Tuesday night. It's like the end of the semester, and we just got done with finals. We all fucking crushed everything. We're fucking like, let's just fucking me and my roommate. Let's just fucking get hammered. Like just me and you or whatever. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, we go to the gas station. Javi buys us both 24-pack, and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna get it done. Like, and at first, it's just me and Cyrus. We're both just fucking. We have a beer bong. We're fucking. I mean, we're sitting. I'm shotgunning beers in the fucking room.
Yeah.
I'm probably half the case deep at this point. Well, then people start realizing it's a Tuesday night. Not much is going on Tuesday night.
Right.
People start realizing that we are being pretty loud.
Rambunctious.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, 2 24-packs turned into about 15 24-packs.
Oh.
And there is a party going on in this fucking 12 by 16 room.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I did not hang this night because I went through 2 24-packs entirely by myself. Two 20 fucking 4-packs. And on top of that, got peer pressured into doing 2 small ass fireball shooters. Don't do that.
No.
not after you're on your second 24-pack. And yeah, basically ended up puking, being miserable. I crashed on my own bed, but there's still 30 fucking people in my room.
Yeah.
And that was not a good idea. That was another bad idea.
Yeah.
But that wasn't even the story I was coming to tell. The word fireball unlocked a memory that I haven't had in a long time that, Riley, you should be very familiar with. It was New Year's Eve going into 2020.
Oh. Yeah, that was rough.
Basically,
Presley lost his personality that night. He became a different man.
I did. Well, other things happened too that I want to get to. So basically, just me and Riley are hanging out. It's New Year's Day, whatever.
My family's doing something.
Yeah, and Riley's like, "Oh, you want to come?" And I was like, well, "Our moms are pretty tight, so
Yeah.
like it didn't take too much convincing, but we had to convince."
We've been friends since fucking
Yeah.
first grade, so it was like Presley will stay.
It wasn't-
and where they were like, okay,
Yeah, it wasn't the convincing of like going to the deal. It was like
just being safe.
I'm telling my mom I'm drinking, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. My
Well,
mom was very strict.
my mom
was not.
literally
Yeah.
gave me drinks, like kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, like
Yeah, my parents
we're
always
drinking
just
with
told me, like,
all the adults.
let us know, and you're fine to
Well,
go.
my
You know,
mom's
they don't
rule
know.
was just beer. Let me tell you,
Wasn't just beer.
It was not just beer.
No.
We had vodka Red Bulls out the ass.
Out the asshole.
And that's my favorite drink.
Here we go.
Well, I had probably 6 at this point.
I don't know how many you got for
And it's about 11 o'clock, and we're going out to my car. They had my keys, but they gave me my keys because I just got this new stereo system, and we're just going to go, like, bump. Like, I was like, I'm not fucking driving. I just want to play music. I'm fucked up. I just want to go play music. I'm in my feels a little bit, low-key. And so we go out, and we're starting to bump. And then all of a sudden, like, Riley's with his girlfriend in the back.
At the time, girlfriend.
At the time, girlfriend, not the same one. And I'm just fucking going through it. I'm like fucking screaming Juice WRLD up in the front seat, fucking half-ass crying.
It gets worse.
Oh, it gets way worse. And then, who was it that walked? Was it her dad that walked out with the fireball?
I think something like that.
I'm already fucked up. And somebody walks out, and just, it's 11 o'clock, so it's New Year's in New York, whatever. So, everybody takes a shot or whatever at that point, even though it doesn't even really count for us. Well, I took about 4 of the fireball, and I, at this point, was already blacked out.
Yeah.
And come to find out, I find out the next morning. I wake up hungover as fuck. I puke everywhere. I drive to my grandparents. I'm so fucking hungover. Like, I'm in pain.
Yeah.
And I got a text, Riley, like, hey, just making sure you got home safe. So, yeah. He's like, you do realize I got head while you were in the front seat, right?
He's up front crying. Riley's in the back getting head, bro. Damn. Bro.
Yeah.
You were going through it. He was really going through it.
Yeah, he was going,
I didn't know he was
going
crying.
through other things.
I
Dude, I was fucking going through it.
We were just drunk, man.
I had a very rough 2019, 2020. Yeah.
Understandable.
No, I guess it was 2018, 2019. That was kind of the turning point. I got happy there for a bit.
Yeah.
And for like, it lasted
Who let you have a
6
good time?
months. Yeah. Like,
Normally how it goes, yeah.
Yeah. No, that's such a goofy story. Goddamn.
I completely forgot it happened
Me too.
until you said fireball. And I was like, for some reason, those fireball, I drank way too much. Like, they were like, basically just, you get
The
one
sweet
shot
cinnamon.
of fireball, and then I just, another, and another, and another. Yeah.
That blows.
That shit kills you.
Yeah, it did blow.
Yeah.
Some of it did. Sorry, sub 1. My bad.
Oh, shit. That was perfect.
One of the people in the situation blew, that's for sure.
What a bitch, right?
Yeah, fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, salute.
Riley, you went through more fucking drama in high school than I could have even. Like, I was
Jesus.
just like, put your head down.
It was funny,
pretend like
though.
nobody can fucking see you. And it turns out, like,
It's-
talking to people after high school, that, like, just everybody knew who I was. And I was, like, low-key popular. But, like, it didn't feel that way. And I just tried to avoid it. I just...
That was kind of the same vein for me. You avoided more, though, but I didn't have, like, a certain clique I hung with. I just knew everyone.
Yeah, I knew everybody. And I just, like, slept during school. And,
Right.
like, zombie walked through the hallway. Like, where am I going now to go take my next nap? And then it turns out that, like, everybody knew who I was. And everybody was, like, just thought I was a preppy fuck that didn't fuck with people. And it's like, nah, I don't fuck with people, but it's not like not like I'm full of myself.
It's not anything personal.
Yeah, no, I
don't like
just
anyone.
don't want to be at school. Like, anywhere but here.
I've met people after high school, and they'll be like, man, you're, like, a lot nicer than I expected. I'm like, fuck does that mean?
No,
They're
I
like,
get that
you just-
a fucking lot. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
they're like, you just seem like a really intimidating, like, asshole jock.
yeah, I was like, I hung out. I'm like a fucking nerd.
Yeah,
like,
I hung out
if
with
you really
everyone.
Knew me? I was like, I fucking played Pokemon until I was like a
Yeah,
junior in
dude.
high
Right.
school, dog. Like,
like,
Right, motherfucker say, you should
I'm
see
a
my
nerd.
Pokemon Go right now. Damn.
yeah, well,
Swear to
I didn't
God.
actually start playing Pokemon Go
I
till
never
like
played Pokemon
this
Go,
year.
so.
I never played Pokemon Go.
No, but speaking of the traffic out there, I just got a notification from my like neighborhood thing that says the exact thing it says is traffic in Irvine is fucking maddening.
Did this man pull
exactly
up with
what I
2
was talking
fucking
about.
phones?
Okay, so here's the story, right?
Oh my God.
This is my phone, okay? The service is fucking it's
Give
not
me my
working
vape
out.
bag. You can buy your own goddamn vape.
This is my dad's phone. But he's letting me use it like while I'm down on this trip because my service is fucked. But I told him, I was like, bro, I can't be seen with the Samsung. Like, I can't do that. No offense.
It's not a Samsung.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
know.
good.
It's
Even
the exact
worse,
same
it's a
thing as
Google
it's a
Pixel.
Google. And I found out this was a Google Pixel after I had got it down here. It's the exact same phone, I believe. Might be.
Yeah, actually, could be. Yeah.
But
Twinning.
But he was like, dude, just, I don't know, just use the hotspot. And I was like, oh, that's genius. So I've just had his hotspot going all week, so I can still use my phone.
But you're still rocking 2 phones.
Yeah, but this one just gets like messages and
phones?
calls and shit, so I still check notifications and shit.
I'm telling
on
you,
just
Google's
case.
better than iPhone. You're sleeping.
It ain't giving me no reason to believe that this week, so I don't know.
So I've had
My phone
first-hand
ain't got
experience.
service right now, and it's doing better.
Listen.
No, I'm just kidding. I have no problem with it. I barely use it though. I just like make calls and shit if I need to.
Yeah, but like the way you pulled it out though is like this man's got
Oh,
business to do.
He just pulls out like 5 more.
This one's for side chick 1. This one's for side chick 2. You can't let him.
This
get
was
the
from my
numbers
homie
mixed.
Bob. He's kind of cool. He just talks a lot, so I
Yeah,
keep
bro.
it
We
here.
just like to FaceTime every now and then. So he calls to cry a lot. So I gotta keep.
Yeah, he's emotional, but I love
Fucking Bob, man.
Fucking Bob, dude. God damn.
No, but yeah, it's been an annoyance carrying that thing around. It just feels weird because my pockets feel like
Well, you,
Heavy.
overstuffed.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't
I
like
can't
it.
stand.
I hate that.
Fun, like literally before y'all got here, I walked downstairs and like I just changed out of my work clothes, and for some reason I put my phone in my left pocket, and it fucking fucked my head up.
Just
I
disappeared.
was like, what is going on in like the left side of my leg? Why is it so heavy?
My homeostasis is not homeostasis.
Which is funny because I keep my wallet, my keys in my left pocket, so it's like
Yeah.
it's not like it's not used to the weight.
It's just a brick.
it's different.
Yeah, it just didn't feel right.
I hate like walking around, especially when I've got like a phone in both my pockets, and I'm in shorts or something like that, like light and loose, and they'll just fucking like go back and forth, and, like smack my legs. I'm like,
Yes,
quit making
dude.
noise right now.
Or,
I'm
like,
trying to let everybody know. I'm
Your
walking
shorts
by.
like
What
low
the
key
hell?
start sliding down too.
Right,
Like,
yep.
It's so annoying.
Gotta tighten them bitches.
Yes.
Annoying as fuck.
God.
Been there.
Stupid phones.
Yo,
Just
got-
get rid of them.
Yo,
Yeah,
got,
no, I'm good.
yo, got any more shows planned after this one?
Not currently that I know of. I mean, I want to say we do have another show coming up. It's supposed to be like in November or something like that.
Or are y'all just kind of? Are y'all
But-
still kind of like on show by show basis?
Yeah. We don't really have them like set up. That's what we're working on right now. Is trying to get like almost like a schedule mapped out of some shows, because we want to try by like the end, maybe fall next year, to try and do out of state shows. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Like,
I don't know.
do
At the rate that we're
like run a
growing right
tour?
now, yeah, just like a little one, like probably smaller than what Morning Buzz did even, but just to be able to get out to those different states, because we noticed that all of our we're like almost to 2,000 monthly listeners. We're like right below it right now, like 180 or 190 or 1,800, 1,900, something like that.
Nice.
But we want to try and get just a little bit bigger and then hopefully do something like that. But I mean, we've gone up so much just in the last month. I don't know. Our Spotify has been starting to pop off a little bit. But we're getting put on a lot of like a lot of playlists.
That's
So
where it's at.
It's nice, yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Like if you like look up, or if you go to Morning Buzz and like play music like this or whatever, and like bring up the playlist
yeah,
or
like
whatever,
the-
like we're on it and everything,
Nice.
or like for Broken and some of the other people. So
Hell yeah.
it's kind of nice for the people that are getting like more views and stuff like that, or more plays on their songs, shares and stuff.
Trickle
like that.
down
So,
effect.
Let's give the exact. Y'all are at 1835.
1835.
Hell yeah, man.
That's what's up.
You got 15,000 plays on your biggest song.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Just broke it last night, actually.
That's super fucking good.
I was
Hell
pretty
yeah.
pumped about that. Yeah,
Y'all are on route, dude.
getting there slowly.
gonna
It's,
be
it's slowly starting to pick up.
Just keep your nose down. Keep it up. I see you taking off.
It's nice
I know
though.
a lot of these people that it's suggested whenever y'all look up y'all's account.
Yeah,
Hell
Morning
yeah.
Buzz is one of them.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. They got us thrown on theirs as well. So, but
That's
yeah, I'm
nice.
hoping that end of 2024 or maybe mid 2025 to try and do something out of state. I don't know.
That'd be awesome.
But all of our like analytics for our followers or people that listen to us, it's like, I mean, we have a couple in California. You know, we get plays in California, but I feel like that just comes from me telling like some of my coworkers and stuff like that, or even me playing it out there.
Let's see if I can pull up mine real quick. We just talked about this. So I got a large listener base in Louisiana for some reason. I don't
Fair
know why.
enough.
Like that's the second. I mean, this area is obviously the biggest, but
Yeah,
for some reason Louisiana be popping.
that's fair.
We got a really dedicated listener in LA.
Oh, yeah?
She knows
Really?
Colton. Yeah,
That's what's up.
she's really cool. She promotes all her shit.
Hi there.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's
Thanks
probably
for-
still listening at this point too.
thanks
She
for
listens
listening.
to all episodes.
That's what's
Full-
up. That's
full
what's
through.
up.
Shout out her.
True
Yeah,
fan.
shout out. What was it? Do you know her name?
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Get her a good shout out.
I leak the episodes on who we're gonna have on to her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because she's like, pull it up. I'm getting there. We're getting there.
Almost. Come on.
Her name's Sierra.
Shout out Sierra.
Oh,
We've shouted her.
I know who that is.
Yeah, we shouted her out. We shouted her
she
out
used to
multiple
like
times.
she used to plug our shit a lot too, bro.
Yeah.
And I think
a
she
real
went to like
supporter.
one of our like first shows or something like that. Because I remember she was a real big fan of Morning Buzz, and she like
Yeah.
flew out to see them or something like that.
Oh,
That's pretty
damn.
dope. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a
About that. Yeah, she started hitting us
what a
up too.
real
She liked
one.
our music for a while. I don't know if we've talked to her in a while though.
sounds like an awesome person.
She's pretty dope.
Yeah.
She's super like, I don't know how to explain. I don't know, like a fan, but a good one, if that makes sense. I don't know a word to use. I'm still new.
very
to this
supportive.
shit, so yeah, exactly.
She's very
She's
supportive.
a very, very,
Sounds
very
like it.
supportive character. She'll like
Awesome
she
people to
shouted
have
out like
around
hell
you.
of our shows.
Yeah, like-
shouts out our posts all the time.
When
and
we
stuff
were
like
rolling
that.
there for a bit, like I'd post the shit on Instagram to promote whatever episode came out, and it would be on her story within 30 minutes of the
Damn.
being
Yeah.
out.
Love to have people
Posted.
like that around you.
Yeah,
She's dope.
Shout out.
but you got anything to plug?
Definitely our music. Parma 75 on all platforms.
All of these links will be in the description on
Of
both
course.
Spotify and on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Do you do Apple as well?
Yeah, we have I believe we're across like basically every platform. I mean, we're all the way down to like some of the
Yeah, we don't
even some of
promote
the
Apple
smaller
here.
ones, but
I'm not gonna lie.
I am worried about it. I only focus on Spotify. I don't
Yeah,
care
that's
about
what I'm saying. Who
Spotify's
gives
where
a
it's
fuck
at.
about Apple? Like I have an Apple, like all of our shit's on Apple, or
Yeah.
Apple Music or whatever.
Same.
I don't want to fucking talk about it. Fuck
Same.
Apple. I don't
I
fuck
never
with
do.
Apple.
I only worry about Spotify. Spotify's the only one that matters.
Spotify's
They're the
where
only
it's
ones that's
at.
going to eventually pay us,
Yeah.
if we get big enough. So that's all that I'm worried about. But
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we've even seen any revenue from our music yet.
Takes a lot.
I don't even know. I don't know what the qualifications even are yet.
I feel
Because,
like,
like, we're not even verified on Spotify yet.
Talk to Colton.
Yeah.
I
They
think
got
it
a
has to
whole
do with
$100.
month.
I mean, they haven't made much, but they've made money at this point.
Yeah.
And they're not. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're not on the plus side.
No,
Not on the money
they're
they put
definitely
in.
still under, for sure. But I mean, yeah, that takes a while, though, to get out of. Because we just started a management deal now with someone through Trend. Their name's Quinn.
Oh,
They've
Quinn's
been-
cool.
Yeah, they've been helping us out with a lot. But it's been pretty chill.
Yeah, I
They're-
won't
they're
name
trying
drop
to
the
help
guy.
us, like,
I won't name drop the Trend employee that I have my problems with. But
Quinn's cool though.
you can
makes
figure
me
it out.
wonder.
No, you
Loki
can
makes
figure
me
it out.
wonder because I don't. We're like tight with everybody, so I don't really know.
I
But-
fuck with him as a person. I don't fuck with him as a business
Associate.
person. Yeah,
It's fair.
yeah, that should pretty much tip off
Yeah,
who
I
it
think
is.
I think
yeah,
we can talk about it.
yeah.
Pretty sure.
But
Yeah, so we started all that. Our TikTok, we're at like 860,000 followers, I believe.
damn,
That one's just apartment 75, APT 75.
You're at, wait, how many?
Like 860,000.
860000. Like
Yeah,
6-digit TikTok.
Like here,
follower.
like pushing.
let's check it
Like
out. See
almost
what
a
we're at right
million.
now. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Our
Are y'all-
content is
are y'all just not,
kind of
like,
wide variety.
Are y'all not
right now.
plugging y'all's music a lot on there?
We just started getting to plug in our music.
If you
Okay.
type in
Yeah.
APT 75, the first thing that comes up is back to LA.
Oh yeah.
Like the first suggested thing is
That's wild though. They're like that many followers.
Oh hell yeah.
That's cool as fuck.
yeah, y'all are
Trying to see if
855.2
Oh, 855.
thousand. My
Almost
God,
860.
11.6 million likes.
Holy hell, dude.
Yeah, we're
Y'all
trying
need to
to
capitalize on that.
Yeah, that's what like our big thing is, especially with our manager and helping us with brand deals and stuff. Is
You can get a lot of money
we're
out of
trying
TikTok
to.
sponsors.
So that was Cooper's account first, right? Our singer. He was in a group called the Drix Boys. I'll go ahead and put this out there. I mean, it's already known if you like follow the channel or anything like that, you know. But he was in a group called the Drix Boys, and that's where that TikTok account originated. They used to be over like 1 million followers, something like that.
Oh.
But they went down to like 600K or something, and then Cooper and his dad bought the account, like bought out the other 2 shares of it or whatever, and got access to the account, so we just changed it. So right now we're kind of we're still having to do
Transition.
both, because if we just went straight to a band TikTok, we would just lose a crazy following.
Yeah.
So we kind of have to like merge into it. So we're trying to do a little bit of both right now. We started out
Just keep it at both.
like getting the
honestly.
following back up with Drix Boys style content, just like with us and stuff like that, or just random like goofy videos and shit. And we've been starting to make more band TikToks lately. We did like a studio day in the life, basically.
Let's see.
Stuff like that.
I had a video that I felt like it popped, like way back in the day. But it is, I don't know if it actually really even popped. It had 9,000 views. That was pop to me.
Hey, that's honestly, though, that's like better than what some of our band content does, though. That's the only thing that sucks.
That's the thing with TikTok. You can have a fuck ton of followers and get 100-something views.
Yeah, like I have 200 followers flat, and I like was consistently getting over 100 likes on my posts and sitting around 1,000.
Yeah, on our like funny random content, we'll get. I mean, we have one that we posted a little bit back that hit 1 million plays again, like over 1 million plays.
Damn.
But our band TikTok, like anytime we try to post band content, we can't get over like, I think the highest was like 16K on
it's
one
hard.
of our. And yeah, the transition's definitely been a big thing. But I think
you need to get an audio out that people can make videos.
That's one thing that we're trying to.
It's hard
to work on too. I know it sucks. Yeah,
it's hard to make it not
like
corny, you know.
Because then you're also
TikTok hit.
A TikTok hit. Honestly, yeah. I mean, as much as it sucks, like the sounds, people are always like, "Oh, they started on TikTok."
I was listening to Metro Boomin on the Nelk Boys podcast, and he said that he was having a lot of people come in, and their only focus was to blow up on TikTok. Like, you're just trying to find the 15-second clip in that song.
Right.
Yep.
And like, it's cool to have that, but not make it your only goal.
Yeah, that's one thing. We don't want that to be
you
like
want
our
it as
only
the
thing,
exposure.
but we want that as the exposure to help us turn to a band TikTok. That's one thing that's going to be big. But honestly, that's
because there's that one song
before, like for everybody else, like they're always like, "Oh, you know, you got famous off TikTok." But to be honest, I feel like the only reason before that it was different is because people just didn't have the opportunities that they have now.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
for sure.
TikTok's became like an actual platform.
Yeah, it's a platform that people use to create themselves or create their brand, their band.
Yeah, as long as you're not like
content,
that
stuff
that
like
fucking one dude that made that song with his like little sister that blew up on TikTok. Do you know what I'm talking about?
He
it
used
was like,
his sister's vocals.
Yeah, and it
I'm not sure.
I don't even think it was in his intention to blow it up on TikTok, but now, bro, like if you go to his account, every single video for the past like 6 months is with that fucking sound.
Yeah,
I was trying to find the song real quick.
And we don't even care for one to be. We don't care for it to be used in ours much. Like we
Just
just
for it
want
to
the
be like
interaction.
Yeah.
Of people seeing it or people liking it and wanting to use the sound, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, we don't need the following. We have more than enough of a following at the moment. Like, we're not trying to worry about growing that. We're just trying to worry most about...
leading it to the music.
Yeah, that and then the interaction with our posts that we're getting right now. Just because, like, we've got the following to back it. But if you can get the following and the interaction, and have the community behind you, that's, like, the 3 keys to success on TikTok, honestly. Because anybody can get a shit ton of followers. You could have one video pop off and you can get 20,000 followers from it because they saw one video, you know?
Exactly.
But to be able to keep a consistency.
You want to be popping up over and over
this
on
fucking
the
song
page. Yeah.
And then I'll hit his account, and I'm just going to start from the first video on the top and just start scrolling.
Oh, dude, yeah, no, that's fucking too repetitive.
Holy shit.
Like, that's an unfollow for me, honestly.
I never followed him, but
That's unfollow.
the shit would just pop up on my account because, like, it's not a bad song, but, like, I would go, like, look at his other videos, and oh my fucking God, dude.
Every single one.
Think of something new.
Yeah, dude, that right there is not having any creativity. That is called fucking one-hit wonder. Running with it and going.
Yeah, fuck that. Well, I'm still flabbergasted by that many TikTok followers, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of was too when I found out that we got that. I was like, and that's
So
one thing that I've been like so crazy
It's like,
about.
why are we not famous?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, guys, why are we not posting 1-2 videos a day? Like we have,
do the goofy stuff and
already
band
have
stuff.
the platform to basically go anywhere we want with it, you know?
Yeah,
like
dude.
it's got the following and it's still an active following too, because like whenever we post our funny videos, we're getting people coming in the comment section, man, I haven't seen this in forever, I've been missing this for the past 3 years, stuff like that. And it's like people that have been there from the beginning of that channel that are still there, so we still have the following.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously it's gone down, but
Just got built.
It's been inactive, you know. It hasn't been active, but since we've gotten it, it's gone up.
See, we're also trying to do that. Like, we're trying to grow. Like, it's kind of what I was trying to explain to you the other night. You use the TikTok to grow the music.
Yeah.
We're going to start doing things like we're working on some skits to do, and we're going to use that to grow the podcast.
Yep.
Yeah, we can definitely. What's nice about that?
I mean, it's going to be some funny shit. Like, it's not going to be just some, like...
Oh, yeah, like,
Not
skits
just
is going to be,
random
like,
content.
another thing we do, not just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the goal is to grow the podcast. Cause,
Off of it.
Yeah, because you can make some good money on podcasting.
Absolutely. And you get to meet a lot of cool people, too.
Oh, yeah.
You get to have a lot of conversations that a lot of
sure.
people wouldn't get to with
Oh,
those
yeah.
people, so...
Yeah.
We've been wanting to, like, get one started, and we've, like... Right now, we've only got, like, stage mics, you know, like, for performance, which we can still use to record, like, podcasts and shit, which is not the greatest quality. But we've been trying to get them started up. I mean, we've done multiple throughout, like, the past 4 or 5 years, probably, trying to get them started, but just never really stuck with one. Mm-hmm. We started one called Shed with the Boys, and we only ever posted one video, but we had, like, 100 subscribers, like, 2 days in. Like, a fun video. It was, like, the most random fucking video, too. They were, like... I wasn't even in that one. It was the very first one, and I was gone for it. And they just talked about, like, Marvel movies and shit. I don't even remember what it was about. And it was called Shed with the Boys. And it was, like, 5 of us that sat in the shed that Johnny had at his house. It's got, like, a bunch of couches and shit. Like, it didn't look too bad, but you could just tell it was, like,
A shed.
just some random
It wasn't built. It wasn't built to be.
It wasn't built to
It
be
wasn't
a
a set,
podcast
yeah.
studio. No. We would, like, try to hang shit up on the walls, and it's like, it just didn't work.
Just stood out like a sore
It's
thumb.
like, cool, yeah, but is that not your insulation sticking out from the backside of that right there?
Just cover it up with another sign.
Exactly. Posters, bro. We just bought a fuck ton of posters.
Fuck
Posters
yeah.
are clutch.
Yeah.
Like, you can't tell.
A
but
cool
there's
setup
some
would be
holes
poster
behind there.
filled.
I like the ones like this. I have that,
The Uzi one?
the Uzi thing.
Yeah,
There,
it's
with, like
cool.
the little frame. I like that a lot.
So
Me too.
I had 2 thoughts of what to do with this wall, and it's either going to be just a bunch of those, or like I'm going to buy, because they're like, the fact that I fit that in the frame, I don't get enough credit for that. I had to cut that
Yeah.
because it was too big for the frame, even though the frame was supposed to be the perfect size. But I cut it, and I cut it perfectly, and I don't get enough credit for that.
You did a great job. I'm so
appreciate
proud
it
of
looks,
you.
it looks
I appreciate
amazing.
it.
It's actually
Honestly,
the
yeah.
best,
perfectly executed.
I don't know if I want
best
to
thing I've ever
fill.
seen hanging on a wall.
Can you do it for me?
I mean, maybe. I really need to do it for this room, though.
I want to
don't
do
know.
it with like all of our posters from all of our shows.
See, I don't
Cut
know
everything we have.
if I want to do a bunch of
size.
those, or if I want to take a picture with like every guest we have and have them sign
cool.
it and
That'd
put it
be
up on the
cool.
wall.
That would be sick.
But it's just like a fuck ton of work,
Yeah.
and I just have so much going on. And
Yeah, especially with like doing a lot of them like pretty consistently too. Like say I have like 7 in the next like 3 weeks. So.
yeah, it's gonna
Yeah.
get crowded. But
What we could do is just like get the pictures with the people, and since obviously it takes a matter of time to get those pictures printed, like have them sign us like just a sheet, like a little rectangle, and we plaster that.
well,
on
I was
every
thinking about
picture.
just doing fucking Polaroids,
that too.
Oh yeah.
because I have a nice like it's not one of like the little cheap ones. It's a Polaroid camera, but it prints off like these big ones,
Yeah.
like that big. It's
That'd
pretty
be
dope.
cool. That would be a good way to go about it.
But Gavin, we appreciate you coming on. We got a whole 2 hours and 15 minutes
Yeah,
of this
we've
one.
been- We've been
I appreciate
yapping.
you guys for letting me join. It was definitely a good time.
Been a pleasure.
It's good seeing you again
Yeah, it
for
was
the
good to
first time.
freaking see y'all. I haven't seen
Yeah, it's been a
Presley in
while.
damn forever, and Riley, it's
Probably longer.
been pretty damn long. But yeah,
Sounds like we might be going to get drunk on Friday.
Sounds like
like
it.
a fucking
Quite
plan.
honestly,
I hope y'all are there, bro. It's
that's
gonna
what
be a
my
very
ears
good
are
show.
picking up.
Yes, sir. Ears are picking up the correct.
Yeah,
one.
no, there should be no reason I'm not there. My girlfriend works, but I'll be there.
The only reason I wouldn't be there is if I fell asleep at like 6 o'clock.
I'm gonna keep your ass awake.
I have
I'll
to
just
wake
send
up at
Riley
fucking
over
4.
here to just shake you awake.
Beat your ass when you're in bed.
All right. Well,
But yeah, you've plugged everything. We've yapped enough.
Exactly.
Yes, y'all have.
Yeah, this has been way too much. Okay, how about never again?
all right. See y'all in 2 weeks.
See ya.